Okay. You guys ready to get into some D&D? Some Dinda?
I hope so.
Think so.
Okay. Last session, and I did not refresh my memory, so let's see how well I remember everything. Last session, you guys initiated 2 separate fights. The
We
sessions...
leveled up, right?
No. Last session, you guys started in a bedroom where a woman had transformed into a night hag in front of your very eyes, the ropes tied to her arms and legs, like dissolving away into worms and bugs, and very brutally stunned and killed her. 4 people standing basically on top of her, just bashing her fucking head in. You guys killed her. You grabbed and all the spirits she had around her, sort of helping out in the fray. And grabbed some things off of her body, some little knickknacks and stuff, and then proceeded to leave that room. You also found a really nice set of armor under a bed, but proceeded to leave that room after taking another short rest and found your way to 2 sets of doors, which had 2 sets of stairs, one going up, one going down. You guys decided to go up, where you were met with a chamber that was almost unimaginably bigger on the inside than it could have been on the outside. This chamber housed a garden of these vicious, thorny, almost toothed plants that were devouring corpses that had been stripped of their valuables and left to rot in the garden, and fought the green hag, known as Divris, the one that had been sought out as the sort of leader of the coven. In the end, she tried to make a last-ditch effort as she was being surrounded to reach out to a planar being and gain assistance in this fight and find answers to how to defeat you guys, and was rejected in that spell, driving her insane. To which she started screeching out the same phrase over and over and over again. She needed them. She needed them. She said she needed them. She said she needed them. You guys stood before her trying to not calm her down, but see if she was going to break out of her mental whatever, her insanity, and were ready to take her head off. And before you did, Aphelion mind-linked with her. And through that mind link, he started seeing flashes of her memory from the moment that she met Mary to present day. You saw the Phoenix meeting up with her in the first place. You saw the Phoenix making a request. You saw her hiding behind trees as you saw a child that was Mary before she transformed into what she is standing before you now, playing hide and seek with a dryad. You saw a deal being made between Mary and the dryad, in which she took a bunch of moss off the ground and was showing her how to stuff it into her ears. Another flash, and you see this hag standing over beds, children in those beds, and her going to grab them. You see another scene of her being in the woods and seeing this creature, this giant golden bearded unicorn-looking thing, having found Mary, and a sense of fear. And then back in her hut that's in that same forest, you see her being introduced to 2 other hags, a sea hag and a night hag, and being sent north. And then you see them finding their way to this island and taking the island for themselves. I know you took notes, Austin, so I don't know if there's any other big parts that I am missing, but she made a deal with the Phoenix that she basically needed to get the fuck out. And she went to get the fuck out and wound up here. And you guys hunted her down here. You actually saw her killing group after group of adventurers coming to stop her quite easily. And one of the final images you saw was when Mary was... you guys had all made your way up to the top of the stairs and had walked in this room, and Mary and Divers were talking to each other. You almost saw like a ghostly, ethereal visage of this giant, golden, unicorn-looking beast sort of hovering behind Mary, intense with the words that Mary was throwing out. And you engaged in cutting this hag's head off right after the mind link was broken. It It was that one of you cut her head off, right? It wasn't that someone else did anything to her. I'm pretty sure you chopped her head off.
It was me.
Yeah, Jin did.
And then you guys started asking Mary about Kiki and what Aphelion saw, really. And I had stopped the session because that conversation could have gone on a lot longer, and it was already getting late because you guys did 2 really big combats. So you guys are now up in this chamber, dead bodies strewn around, these plants that have been burst into flames, and some of the plants that were still around, one that had been hypnotic patterned, when the hag went mental and then died, they kind of like collapsed. So they were almost being like powered by her being there. They very much so like wilted out. So you guys are in this room. First things first, Drell, go looking for health potions.
Yeah.
You have about 30 to 40 bodies in this room.
Okay.
Are you going?
Yeah.
You're going body to body. Okay. Give me 3 separate investigation checks.
Oh, dude, I'm so good at these. You know I am. You said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm good at these.
Okay. You start searching through bodies. It's a fucking process. Like, some of these bodies are like mid being devoured by these plants. Like, it's not a quick process. These bodies are rotting into the earth on the ground to be the nutrients for these plants to grow. It's you.
Corey, what do health potions look like in this universe?
Health potions, depending on the size of them, the ones that you guys have had, the basic health potions, have almost been like vials, like little corked vials that have, where normally you would think a health potion is just like a blank red liquid. This is a little more viscous, and it's got like almost like a smoky black swirl throughout them. But the ones you guys have had, the basic health potions, have just been like vials about this big. You could fit them between your fingers that you uncork and throw back.
So I have a pouch of lodestones.
Okay.
And, it's just like random magnetic rocks, so like iron filings and stuff. I would assume that there's like a little bit of like pinch of the powder or something like accumulated at the bottom of the bag. I would like to take that powder and the vial of holy water that I have.
Okay.
And put the filings in the holy water so that it's like a black swirly liquid.
Okay.
And hide it on one of the bodies.
Okay. I need a sleight of hand check. You need to beat a 14. Absolutely. So you take this holy water, which the way the holy water is, it's more of like it can, you think you could have it in a potion in different size containers, and you could probably play off that this is bigger than a basic health potion. But this has a little bit of like gold filigree on the glass, and you kind of just like scratch it off real quick to make it look like it's just glass. You put the black filament in and swirl it around, and luckily enough, it kind of like, you guys are in a dark-ish chamber. You don't have the light to really like get all the red out. At first glance, you could probably think this is some sort of like greater health potion, and you sort of like you have a way of like, because you're Ben and you're quiet, of like sort of sneaking away without anyone noticing, and you just start walking through the place. He's like digging through bodies. You kind of cross the room, like lean down and quickly slip one into someone's coat, and then walk back. And Drell, you don't see anything. Aphelion, what's your passive?
It may not be high enough.
Because if your passive's not higher than a 21, I'm not even going to give someone an active perception for this, because you guys, Aphelion, you specifically are so enraptured in what you just saw that you're not focusing on the fact that Ben just like kind of stepped away. Because it looked like he could probably be going anywhere. He could probably just be like also looting bodies or looking through the plants or whatever. But yeah, so with a 14 as your highest investigation, you start going around these bodies, and I'm just gonna point out some interesting things that you find before we get to some other things. So on one of the bodies you had looked at previously, you went back to check because you're not in the heat of battle anymore.
Oh.
There was on this heavily plated man with like a chainmail underneath. Like he was here as like clearly like the tank who was gonna like be a front fighter. Around his neck, attached to a weirdly like dark red chain, is that emblem that you left behind that I described last session. Almost like a necklace. So you yoink that. Okay. Going around to some of the rest. You're finding a lot of their pockets empty. Every once in a while, you find a couple copper here or there. I would say you probably accumulate amongst like 20 bodies, maybe 35 copper between all of them. You do on there's this sort of you could tell he was a musician. Looking fellow. He's not wearing really armor. He's kind of just in like fancy clothes, looking all nice. Blood everywhere. Wounds split open. He's one of the recent kills. You do find in one of his like vest pockets a vial of red liquid that could be a health potion. You keep searching around bodies until you get to that point where Ben had been to that you weren't paying attention to, and you find this guy who, probably a magic user of sorts, has this coat that's got all sorts of pockets that have like components in them that seemingly weren't used, but on the other side is this flask that has a swirling, smoky black liquid inside. And it's very interesting. So you might want to snatch that up real quick.
Yeah, I will.
And I would say with a 14 investigation, you're kind of starting to realize as you're going body to body that their valuables would have been stripped off their body, and they're probably somewhere else in this room and not on the people themselves. Because why would the hag let a health potion get absorbed and crashed and glass shattered into a plant?
So that's all I found?
Amongst these bodies, yeah.
Dang it, dude.
Yeah.
All right. I go over to Valxis, and I'm like, hey, Valxis. You know, we had a very, how do I put this, extenuating fight. So I thought long and hard about these voodoo dolls that I have here.
Mm-hmm.
You have voodoo dolls?
Oh, yeah, you hid that you grabbed those. No one knew you grabbed those. You snatched them off that woman's body and immediately threw them in your fanny pack.
Can you look at these voodoo dolls and these other things I found? And I hand him the emblem necklace, this vial of red liquid, and the swirly black liquid flask.
I just kind of tries to sure.
Cool.
So you're gonna spend the time to identify these right now, or you're gonna wait?
What?
Are you gonna spend the time to identify these right now, or are you gonna wait?
Spend the time to identify every object.
Okay.
He's given me.
Is it exactly? Is it entirely?
How many
safe
objects did he give me?
He gave you 2 things of liquid. One's a vial that you, as Valxis, it's a health potion. And then another one is like a swirling black liquid that like you've never seen before. It's kind of a nice glass flask. And then he gave you just a bunch of voodoo dolls that look like they've been dressed up like the 3 hags.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Although you don't know the third one, you're like, you can't grasp what kind of hag that is, really. You're like trying to get a feel for it, and you're like, it's wearing some green, a little bit blue.
Okay. I will identify.
How's Mary doing?
Mary, how are you doing?
I'm hurt.
After watching the hag get her head taken off, I know that part of the conversation at the end of the last session was you sort of being like, why didn't I change back?
Yeah, she's like...
So she's sort of kind of like looking at her hands and her nails and like trying to... She seems in her own brain right now.
She's also only at 3 hit points.
She's also very hurt. There are a few of them that are just barely standing. A few of your party are just barely on their feet. Because Drell almost died.
me.
Jin almost died.
All right, let's I can't really address that.
Oh, I'm hurt bad.
Before we start
Oh,
sitting down
damn.
for a second and identifying things, should we try and get to a safer place?
Yeah, no, that's probably best.
This is probably as safe as a place as any. We just cleared this floor.
I'm so upset. There was a website I used last week for something, and now it's service unavailable. Motherfucker.
I mean, sure, we
Perhaps
cleared the floor, but that doesn't
Marion
mean that if we
knows.
sit around here for the next couple hours or so that it's gonna stay clear.
Here, let me give you the same logic. We just did that downstairs while this lady was upstairs. I think we'll be fine.
Does anyone want to look around the rest of the room that isn't part of the garden?
Sure.
Okay.
Things were a lot quieter downstairs. Honestly, I'm surprised. Like, given what just happened, things were a lot quieter downstairs.
So you want to go back downstairs and rest?
I just want to find a safe.
Hang on, is this the
enough place to just
basement?
catch
No,
my
you guys
breath.
are on the second
The
floor.
attic.
You're in the
Oh my
attic.
god. Forgot where we were. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys went
Like-
upstairs from the first floor. Ben. Okay, with an investigation, Ben right now, you didn't really get hit throughout the fight, did you?
I don't remember. I wish I had like a health log. I'm
Yeah.
at 42.
Then you're fine. So Ben, not having been nearly killed like the rest of you, not going through the trauma that Mary's going through, not sitting down and possibly identifying voodoo dolls, and having tricked Drell, sort of just like wanders to the south of the room
I don't know what he
where
did.
all of those like alchemical tables and stuff are, and you do find that like on this wall is kind of where it's literally just a pile of armaments. Like this woman just took people's weapons, threw them in a fucking pile, and then dragged the bodies out over to the plants. And there's like some basic looking shit. Like you could definitely tell that as layers of this pile got higher, the more valuable stuff sort of seemed to be on the outside, because like starting group was probably just a group of basic bitch mercs that got paid to come out here and deal with it, not realizing how dangerous it was. And then slowly the items seem to get a little more intricate, you know, better made stuff. There's some silver stuff. There's all sorts of things. But you kind of hone in on, I would say with a 17, there's two separate pieces that are part of this pile that catch your eye. One is a set of what look like metal gauntlets that are just down to the wrist, almost like like boxing gloves, but they have the separate fingers, as well as this battle axe that almost looks like it's made out of like burnt metal, like it's singed and ashy and black on the blades, and the hilt itself looks like it was made out of charred wood.
Right. I guess I would beckon wow, I don't remember anyone's names, huh?
Who are you looking for?
Oh,
I don't know who you're looking for.
it's okay. It took me like it took me a hot
Jin
second
over.
to not call fucking.
Jin, are you
I had to pull that
available
out
to
of
be
a
part of this
fucking-
RP?
What's up? Yeah, my internet cut out. What happened?
He found stuff in
good, he
a
doesn't
pile
remember
of
that I forgot
stuff.
his name. I beckon Jen over to a pile of like
what is
armament.
it?
So you come over, Jin, and there's this pile of like armaments, like armors and weapons and bows and arrows and shattered pieces of stuff, and there's like basic longswords and stuff. He beckons you over to, because there were two interesting pieces that he saw in this
Jesus, what the fuck, man?
You-
This could have been us. Look at
Jin,
this. This
yeah.
guy was a musician, just like Valk says.
Jin, the way this comes across,
What?
this is a pile of stuff. This isn't people.
Oh, I'm
This is-
assuming
this
Jin was
is
just
like-
walking across all the corpses.
Yeah,
then.
you could be walking across the corpses. What he's bringing you to is like, it's almost like the hag stripped everyone of their valuable belongings and weapons and chucked them in a corner, and just went, "Fuck those! Don't need those. Only need the bodies to be absorbed by the plants."
Nice.
So he's beckoning you over to this pile.
Anything here that would be more useful against
against
finding a
hags.
hag.
Well, if I remember correctly, if any of these things are like silvered, maybe, or if they're magical, but other than that, I don't fucking really know. We'd have to like check all these fucking weapons out for that.
You did say silver weapons, Corey, but Ben wouldn't know about that.
You wouldn't know what weapon is silver versus not. Really.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You'd kind of like, You haven't made a weapon before. You just started using one that's almost looks like it's
Well,
made
that's
of
why I
obsidian.
called
So it's like,
Jin
yeah.
over.
Jin, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in
There's
this
a
pile.
lot of fucking shit. I don't even
Jin,
know
make
if any of these
make
things-
either a perception or an investigation check for me.
All right.
What? I won't do perception.
Well, he's just standing there looking. He's not digging through.
Damn.
So I'm letting him make the choice. A 20? You see those same two pieces. They're the only ones that really stand out as anything other than kind of basic.
Yeah, sorry. These two are the only ones that really kind of fucking matter.
They look like they
Like the
could be
rest, they
magical.
just, like-
They for sure look
yeah.
like they'd be magical.
I would focus on these ones first before going to look at the others, or skip over the others. Really. Why?
I'll
I
pick
mean,
them up and bring them over to the group.
Okay.
do we plan on getting the last one now, or are we moving out?
Well. Oh.
You
I
guys did not loot the last hag body, by the way.
Sure, I'll get on
Or
that.
the
Yeah.
second.
No,
Oh, did
yeah,
you loot
let
the
it-
second hag body? Yeah. No, I gave you the list of this list. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
remembered.
I feel like we would.
I
I
remembered
the shit
because
out of her.
you on the first hag you guys fought, you put on a ring that lowered your AC by 1.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure I gave you a list of second things.
I believe so, but somebody else got. Somebody else got it. I would have taken a note of the items if I received. I think it was either Drail, me.
Oh no,
or
you
maybe-
guys got it. There was a silver bell. There was a large white tablecloth.
Oh yeah, I have the hag's head in the tablecloth.
Right, right, and in
Yep.
the bag of holding.
Yep.
Jesus. I mean,
Did you put the bell in your
It's
bag of
all-
holding too?
Jin, if it's all right with you,
Probably, yeah.
I could
Good to
use a rest.
All that shit fits in there.
Good to know.
I mean,
don't
yeah,
worry,
I'm-
you've got plenty of time. I have to identify.
No, I'm like
All of
fucking
this.
tapped, man. I think I may need a fucking day.
You what? You need a day? The boat's coming back in a day.
Well, we
No, it's
only
not,
have.
man.
No,
We've only
it's
been here
only
for
been
one night.
You guys told him to come
Yeah, I
back
just
in
need till
4
tomorrow.
days. No, you guys
Yeah.
said 4 days.
We said
4 days.
4 days.
You
I-
guys sent him away
that
saying,
didn't change
"Come
that.
back in 4 days."
Man, we're gonna die on this island. I swear to God.
How do we die if we kill everything here?
Like he
Simple.
was
Yes.
ready to stay for a few days in his boat, and then if you
And I
guys didn't
said
come
no.
back, leave. But you
Yeah.
guys went, "No, go, come
With the
back in
random-
4 days. It will be
Yeah.
done." You sent him away.
I love the binary reasoning of Jin.
We
what?
will not die if we kill everything. It's very simple. We've already killed 2 of the strongest ones, so
So
I mean,
do we
it gets
so
easier.
I guess we go back to the conversation of: do we want to rest here, downstairs, or go back outside?
Dude, I'm not
for-
sleeping in this motherfucking house if there's another hag in here.
Did we open the other door downstairs?
You opened the
right?
door. You saw the stairs. You didn't go into the
We
room.
didn't
You
find
just
it. There's
opened the
probably a
door, saw
basement.
the stairs,
Right.
and left.
But I can extrapolate that there's a basement.
There is something underground because the first floor
So
was
if
on
we-
the dirt.
If we think about this logically, and Valxis is saying this because this hag was on the top floor. There was one hag on the main floor, and there's stairs leading down to a basement.
It's almost like it's a dungeon.
Almost like they live on separate floors.
Drell slow claps.
I think we'll be fine. I mean, I agree. I would not like to sleep in this house either.
So
but
do we want to like bar off her door
we could
if
do
we
that.
just
and then like
If we
keep
just-
watch
Well,
like we do every other night?
Aphelion, make a
think-
perception check for me at advantage.
Just say I don't understand what the difference is sleeping here. Like,
There's a bunch
24?
of fucking dead plants and dying carcasses, man.
well, let's
It's smelling
go
like shit.
downstairs. There's only like a
Aphelion,
dead body
it-
without a head.
It took you a moment to really notice because you guys are like sort of to the south of the room now, but like you kind of look off in the distance, and what catches your eye on this floor is suddenly like it almost looks like the plants are growing, but then you would normally think that, but then you like squint your eyes, get a better look. the walls
Oh.
are closing back in to what
I
might seem like a normal size, almost like the magic that made this chamber as big as it is going
Mhm.
away.
Dude,
The
that's
dirt
crazy.
moving too, like piling
Everything
up into
is
the middle.
slowly piling up along the wall that is pushing back in. So like
Bro,
all
that's
the
crazy.
bodies
Guys-
are starting to roll in the dirt, in the tentacles, in the vines, like just
What?
like slowly closing in. You guys aren't in any seeming danger. I mean, you guys are near the
This-
stairs. The room's gonna get down to a normal building room size, like a
But it's
normal
gonna get
attic
cramped
size, but it's
real
gonna get
fast.
kind of cramped in here real quick. Unless
it's
you guys
kinda
were to do
filling on.
something about all of that, because that's a lot of plant, body, and dirt.
Unless
What?
you guys want to start moving dirt and bodies,
It's not going super fast. It's just a shrink. It's starting to shrink.
Yeah.
What if we put a pole in the walls, like Star Wars?
What?
I think there could be an argument made that the longer we wait for encountering the last hag gives it more time to prepare.
So you want to send it like now?
Bro, what the hell is a Star
No,
Wars?
I do.
I
agree
think
with
there's
that.
a balance between how long we can wait versus.
I think that would kill me.
Listen,
we can rest.
Terrell,
we
what
can
is a
rest
Star
here.
Wars?
The hell is this?
I'm
don't-
down. I am
Are you-
down to go.
Valxis, are you
kick in
identifying
one
or no?
more door.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Identifying. So I guess I can't be talking.
Okay,
So I'm identifying.
so it was only 2 dolls, not 3, by the way. You these 2 dolls, you identify them. There's some fucking weird ass necromantic magic coming from these things. You kind of get the feeling like identify doesn't tell you. It kind of gives you a feeling of what things do, right? I mean, it's not like giving you a perfect description the way that you identify. It's almost like you're starting to like get a vibe almost. A hag would normally use 2 of these to make a coven with the souls of other dead hags. They
Nice,
trap their souls
dude.
in the voodoo dolls and they act as other hags to power up
Hell
a hag
yeah.
as if it were in a coven.
Bro, that's proof.
Wait, so wait.
So if that
So there were
hag that you
technically
killed on the
5
first,
hags in this coven.
yes,
Maybe?
but
Maybe
2
just
of them are
5?
currently souls trapped in those dolls.
Oh.
Or 5 that we
Oh,
know of.
that could be
And
useful.
and you almost kind of like it's so make a natural
Lock that
wisdom
shit away.
check for me, just flat wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm good
I
at
didn't
those.
find voodoo dolls on this one, right?
no, it was on the one downstairs.
Alright.
A 20.
Ooh, I'm good
You
at those.
you're putting logic to what this could have been used for. You kind of get the feeling that the night hag that was downstairs, hags don't like each other. They work together out of necessity, not because they're friends. And that the one downstairs was kind of like keeping those on her as like a, in case all of this goes real bad and I need to escape, I'm still like covened up. Like if those two bitches, the one upstairs and I guess seemingly the one downstairs, die, and I get my way out of here, I escape out of here,
That's-
I'm good.
That's-
I still got
that's
2
very
spirits with
unfortunate.
me.
That sucks, dude. That's
Yeah.
the one we beat.
And we
That's-
beat the shit out of her.
She had the means to escape if
jumped
you
her
guys
is, like, the
didn't
best way
stun
to
her
put
into
it.
the ground. She had the means to escape.
God.
She if she wasn't stunned, she wouldn't have let you guys kill her. She would have gotten away.
She had like the little like getaway luggage, like all like backup set, just ready to go. And
Yeah.
fucking get
She was
outta
ready to
here.
go become a hag that ran a coven with 2 little voodoo dolls.
Bro, we just clapped the shit out of her.
So what
Hell
else
yeah.
did you
Alright,
give
so
to
this
Valxis?
is easy.
The emblem?
Yeah, the
emblem,
necklace
the
and
emblem.
the two potions.
Okay. Well, health potion is the first one. You don't even
Yeah,
need to.
he hands me the health potion and I go, it's a health potion, and I just hand it.
Oh
back to him.
shit! Yes, I got one.
The other one, would you say is holy water considered magical?
I have no idea what had made. That's why I'm getting it identified.
I think so.
I think so.
I mean,
spaced
yeah, it
out
does
and
radiant
missed it.
damage. So you're like looking at this thing, and you said it was filament from lodestones, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have a way I want to fuck with this now.
What are lodestones?
Like
Rocks.
little
Magnetic
gravity
rock.
bent rocks, little magnetic rocks. They're like a lodestone. Think like those fucking
oh.
toy things. That you Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
See.
So it's swirling around in this, and you're like,
Sweetest sound.
you're slowly feeling the magic from this fade, but you can grasp that this was holy water, and now it's slowly fading away, and you don't know why it would fade away now, or what the fuck the shit inside is, but the shit inside's not really magical. But it was definitely holy water at some point, and it's probably losing its potency.
All right, I'll say that. I'll go, well, this is holy water. And it's
What?
not going to be too holy soon.
Bro, why?
Ben, could you use more holy water?
Oh, I was gonna throw it
well,
out.
I
Yeah,
haven't-
Ben, do you need this?
I haven't really used holy water for anything thus far, so.
All right. And Drell just throws it on the dirt pile that's like, like sliding towards us.
So you're chucking it across the room.
You're just throwing away holy water?
Okay.
I mean, we could,
Make a
we could
dexterity
keep throwing it
check.
in the fanny pack.
Just a dexterity check, not a saving throw or anything.
Yeah, just to throw it.
Yeah.
Easy. I can
Yeah.
throw. Yeah.
Cool. It shatters against
Slips out of the
the
back of
it
his
shatters
head.
against the far wall, and then like you just see like a flash of bright white light as it just then dims and fades.
That was cool. That was
It
cool.
would have been cooler if you just put it in your pack for later.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how long it was going to last. It seemed like it was fading, so...
And then the necklace thing that you have
Holy water has an expiration.
is a guardian emblem. It's an emblem. It's a symbol of a deity or a spiritual tradition. As an action, you can attach it to a suit of armor or a shield, or remove it. It's got 3 charges. When you or a creature you see within 30 feet suffers a crit while you're wearing the armor this is attached to, you can use a reaction to expend 1 charge of the emblem and turn the crit hit into a normal hit instead. And it recharges every day at dawn. So you can cancel crits up to 3 times a day within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, can I wear 2 necklaces?
You're not a cleric or a paladin, so
Oh,
you wouldn't be able to
shit.
attune to it anyways.
Yo,
But it does
I'm
require
a
attunement.
cleric.
Either of those.
I'm a cleric. Let's go.
He's multi-classed.
Yeah.
You wear armor?
Jin's multi-classed and he
I
does
do
wear
have
armor.
and I do wear armor.
I don't know. I describe it, and I'll toss it to Jin. Fuck it.
Jin just takes an action. You kind of just like attach it to
Sick,
your
I got
armor.
a chain.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
This
it
is a
called?
vulture.
It's called a guardian emblem.
Guardian emblem. Okay. And I attuned to this, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And then I don't know if Ben, you brought over the 2 things you found.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So there's a pair of metal gauntlets, and this like burnt axe.
I'll start with the metal gauntlets.
Okay. These are what are called gauntlets of flaming fury. While you wear both of
Should
these,
go to someone.
while you wear both of these steel gauntlets, any non-magical weapon you grasp with either gauntlet is treated as magic. As a bonus action, you use the gauntlets to cause magical flames to envelop 1 or 2 melee weapons in your grasp. Each flaming weapon deals an extra d6 fire damage on hit, and the flames last until you sheath that weapon or let go of it. Once you use the property, you can't use it again until next dawn.
This
That's
is your blood magic, but like you don't take damage.
Seriously, I was gonna say.
This is
Yo,
blood
Yeah,
magic,
this
you
is
don't
not
take damage.
made for punching. This is made for enhancing melee weapons.
Yeah.
Blood
Man,
magic.
give it
Hey.
to Kilo.
I would give it to Kilo, actually.
Firmly
Ain't gonna lie.
grasp.
I do. Well, I'll identify the next one. And
The
then
next
we'll-
one is a
weapon.
battle axe, a
Alright.
two-handed
'Cause
battle
this
axe.
might go to Kilo.
So
I get both.
this is a battle axe called Hue. You have +1 bonus to attacks and damage rolls made with this weapon. It's a +1 battle axe that deals max damage when the wielder hits a plant creature or any object made of wood. The axe's creator was a dwarf smith who feuded with the dryads of a forest where he cut firewood. Whoever carries this axe feels real uneasy whenever he or she travels through a forest.
Good lord.
Oh, I love that.
Is that like a curse?
You think
Yeah,
Yo, guys, I don't like this forest too. You always
How do you
keep
spell it?
saying that.
it's an uneasiness, not an I don't like this. It's just kind of you feel a little uncomfortable when you walk through the forest.
Gonna give you that and put me on watch. God damn it! What the fuck?
But it is a
You'd be scared the whole time.
+1 magical axe that will do automatic max damage when you hit a plant, creature, or an object made of wood. So you kind of get the vibe that whoever brought this thing in knew that the green hag was like plant bitch and was ready to use it, and then couldn't handle it.
It's like a chaotic neutral Smokey the Bear. You can't burn any trees if they're already all gone. Fucking chop every tree down.
So-
You
You kind of are also getting the feeling that whoever had these gauntlets used them in tandem. Hence why it looks burned, because it's not supposed to look burned. It's not like the weapon has fire damage on it in any capacity. It kind of seems like whoever wielded these gauntlets would light the fuck up out of this axe and then just
And it
pop,
would-
pop, pop.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so smart.
Damn, dude, that's
I
crazy.
look at
It's-
Kilo and I go,
They had a whole strategy, bro.
Oh, and you don't have to attune to the axe. You have to attune to the gauntlets. The axe is just a weapon.
that's so good. I look at Kilo again.
Bro, give
Those are
Jin
only
the
while you're
axe.
waiting. So while you're holding it, you just feel uneasy. So if you don't hold it, do you still
man,
feel
think about
uneasy?
it.
No,
on
if you're not wielding the weapon, you don't get that uneasiness.
Oh,
No, it's just whoever carries it. Yeah, so when it's in your hands, so you pick up this thing, Valxis, and you're holding it in your hands, and you guys are in the middle of a forest, and you're just like slightly uncomfortable.
nice.
Yeah, you're just slightly uncomfortable.
You just get an itch and like, got the
Maybe
fucking
we
tree
shouldn't
down.
stay here. Maybe we should.
Oh, you
That's
want to go
somewhere
downstairs too?
Kilo, are
I
you
don't
taking
know.
both items?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know how to add magical items to your shit?
No, I don't.
Okay. On your character sheet on inventory, inventory, and then on the right says manage inventory, and it brings you to an add items page. Just type in HEW. That's your weapon, is Hugh the battle axe. And then if you type, if you type gauntlets, it's one of the 4 that are there. The gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
Ooh.
And then what you're going to do is after you add those to your character sheet, let me know
Add
when
them
you've done
to
it.
backpack or equipment?
Equipment.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter, but equipment, because if you ever get your backpack stolen, everything in your backpack will be taken from you.
Right.
So you'd probably move your maul into your backpack.
Right.
But you want to, on inventory, after you add those, check the box, both of them. And then
Yep.
if you scroll all the way down, you can attune to the gauntlets. You just click the little checkbox under items requiring attunement.
Tune. Done.
Boom. So now Kilo, while you guys are all sitting here, suddenly the gauntlets just like grow in size as they mold to his hand size. And the axe starts to feel real good in your hands. But
You
yeah,
think you're long enough to have a short rest?
sure. He identified like 4 or 5 items that are about
Let's
10 to 11 minutes apiece.
go. Short rest. That's fucking sick.
Another hit die
Let it go.
gone, baby.
I haven't had to roll hit dice in so long, guys. I still don't have to.
How many hit dice can I roll?
As many as you want.
Oh god, I'm
Up
gonna
to-
need
up
to.
to your level.
Oh, dude, I
You have
two
when
left.
you click the short rest button, there will be a check mark
tell
for
you
how many you use.
Okay, cool. Reset max. Okay, yeah.
Wait, are we taking a short rest to go fight the next?
This is a short rest.
Drag
Him
or-
identifying all these things has been a short rest. So you guys spent like an hour up
I'm-
here just chilling.
I'm just going from
No,
5 to 30.
I'm gonna just use that potion of healing I got. I'm just
Okay.
gonna. Oh, eat. Oh.
Yeah, you
Nice.
got- you
Wait,
got-
I don't think mine worked.
Fucking
so
I'll be
yours
Because my swords are still ignited.
under short
and
rest when you
I
click
have-
it says roll hit die on the right.
Okay.
You just click
I
that
just-
once, however many times you want to use one.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn.
First one's 10 health. Second one's
Bro,
4.
Why can't I roll like that?
9. So you're at
Okay.
23,
4,
28,
5. Damn it.
33.
Cat.
You're over max.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I'll take off the last one.
Well, no,
That's
the
cool.
last one brings you to max. Because if
Oh,
you were
okay,
at 3, that's 13, 22, 25, 35. That last one would get you past max, technically. but you would
Yeah,
use
you know
all
what,
6
fuck
hit die. You'd have no hit die left.
Give me it. I'm
Cool.
I'm all in.
Then you're all in. You're max health.
Yes.
You guys almost see that as Mary like sits down and like watches Valxis identify these things, that like it's very faint, but a gold aura starts to like close wounds on her body as she just sits and focuses. Because you have to rest with a short rest. You can't just like be up and doing shit. But yeah.
She just like kind of like laid on the ground. Like in the like one arm up, one arm to the side, both of them like bent.
Mm-hmm. And she's still green Mary. She's still scary Mary, as we say.
Kelly Mary.
Are you hand feeling yourself?
Yeah.
Kiki guys.
Mark off a
Really
key
helping
point.
out a lot.
Hang on.
Another key point. These are post short rest at this point.
Wait, so for Hand of
These
Healing,
are
does he
new
just
key points.
stack
These are not based
himself,
off
but
your
he
old
actually
count.
just heals?
It's fine.
Okay. What'd you say, Austin?
For Hand of Healing, does he have to hit himself and then he just does
No,
Hand of
it's
Healing? Or is it
instead
just
of
like-
using your attack, you do a hand of
Gotcha.
healing. It's
really
not on an
deep in
attack.
massage.
Yeah.
it's really
I think
deep.
actually what's the way it's described? It's as an action you spend your key point to touch a creature and restore hit points.
He's balancing his chakras.
And then if you flurry of blows, you can replace one of those attacks with a hand of healing. So at that point, it's kind of like punch, flurry of blows, punch, hand on your
Aggressive
shoulder.
massage.
Oh, you're doing great, honey. But yeah.
So what's the plan? We head back down, barricade the basement, and hope for the best. That if they're even down there, I mean,
we had to barricade the middle floor. That's the thing. There's only one more spot that we'd have to go down to.
I could transform into the first hag that we killed.
And then
I don't know.
go in
Alright.
there without any backup.
Go look downstairs.
By yourself?
But you're assuming if she hasn't come upstairs from all the fucking ruckus and
Bro,
seen a dead
we
corpse.
killed 2 of them and she's been on the basement. She already would have been upstairs.
Or she
We-
ran.
Sure.
We did pummel the shit out of the fucking first one, chopped her head off, and I have it right here, neatly wrapped up. And I put it back in my fanny bag.
Oh, right. We did chop. You have the head of the first one, you said?
Yeah, do you want to grab the second one too?
Yeah, I'll go get the second. Then we'll go get the second head.
Can you wrap it up for me in something?
Tosses the head raw. at
I'm just
him.
gonna remind you guys
Table.
out of character
Can't
that
you-
yeah,
can't
you
you
guys can
tabletop?
obviously attempt to barricade and leave, but I will with more exploration becomes more reward. So the farther you go, the more you'll be rewarded.
Some bitch. Let's keep going.
I say we do this. I like loot. I like
The
loot.
one who was against it is like, I say we do it.
Hey, dude, you see the gauntlets fucking Drew just got? If he can trade those up, man, that's extra
Who?
fire
Who
damage.
just got?
Kilo.
Oh, that's the one. Yup.
Right. Kilo. Yeah.
Like,
Who's Drew?
Who's Drew?
Anyway, since we're not gonna do my idea, I'm gonna transform into her anyway.
Perfectly fine.
It sounds like a horrible
We go.
idea.
I mean, we could go through with
Do you want to go in
Yeah, 'cause we
first
have a long
and then
rest
like?
yet.
Just don't feel comfortable sending you alone,
Wait, do
even
you have
at-
any like sneaky spells?
as disguised as her.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna go down. I was just gonna use
Oh,
it
okay.
because if I use it, I get access to some of her memories.
You do?
Oh, and then I can pretend to be you.
While disguised, you gain enough information to pass yourself off as the person. Another creature can blah blah blah.
I'm gonna pass
This isn't
myself
just
off as
disguise self,
Valxis.
guys.
This is not disguise self. You can use the shadow as an action. When you do, it vanishes, magically transforming into a disguise that appears on you. You now look like the dead person, but healthy and alive. Disguise lasts for 1 hour or until you end it as a bonus action. While you are in disguise, you gain access to all information that humanoid would freely share with a casual acquaintance. Such information includes general details on its background and personal life, but does
Hey.
not include secrets.
Just. This is me here, Aaron. Hi.
Yeah.
Didn't he just say earlier that like hags don't like each other?
I mean,
And they
still
like
might talk.
only have to do that out of
They-
necessity.
They,
Yeah, but
they still might talk to each other.
I feel like
Fine.
an acquaintance is even still.
I don't think they talk. At least they probably gossip.
They
Yeah,
probably
maybe.
gossip, dude. They probably
Okay,
gossip.
maybe.
I gotta
At
say
the
that-
very least.
they
all-
are petty beings. Of course
And
they're gonna gossip.
just
to
the only
others.
way that they talk and communicate is just by talking shit behind each other's backs.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's head downstairs.
Okay,
Bad
you guys
idea.
are going down.
Yee.
Okay,
Sure, yeah, I'll go down.
you guys head down your flight of stairs, back into that last chamber that you guys were in, where you see before you now that entire hallway of vines. Even though I didn't create a thing for it, this is just me giving you a visual. All the vines are gone.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
All the vines in that hallway are gone.
Good riddance.
And
someone
the
definitely
door
gotta
to
know
go
something's up.
downstairs, you guys know, is around the right corner.
Well, we keep going.
Is the door open or closed?
You guys opened the door. The stairs are still in front of you. The door's still open.
I just realized how big this bed is according to the map.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
was
big
thinking
fucking
if
bed.
you put 2 people on it and a person counts for a 5-foot square, it's kind of like it's hard to do 2D and 3D planar spacing with this stupid with a token being a 5x5. You're like, what?
Space
That's
gets
fine.
weird.
Space is weird. But yeah, so you guys just going downstairs?
Yeah, Voxus, you want to do your thing and take the lead for a bit?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take the
So
lead.
you're going down as the hag. He sounds like the hag.
Well,
Yeah, you guys are now walking with the hag. It's kind of weird.
Like,
Uh,
should we act
This,
like
this
we've
goes
been
against a lot of
captured?
things that I've been raised.
I put the
Shut the
This is really hard.
I take the voodoo dolls and I put them I turned to Drell and I go, "Where'd you find the voodoo dolls on her?"
Like on her hip, I think.
Okay, cool. I put it on my hip.
The voodoo dolls?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe not. I don't know if she had. No, I do. I do it. Fuck it. I gotta assert dominance.
Okay.
Just show my clout, my
Yeah,
my clout, dog.
dude.
Hell yeah.
And then I go downstairs.
Okay. You start going down these stairs, and they start to curl
30 people in?
just over and over and over, getting darker and darker. And make a perception check for me, Valxis.
Okay.
Far behind should we follow?
Yeah, I don't know. I got these flaming swords, man. I gotta stay a little bit back.
Perception.
All right, never mind then.
14.
I got
Okay.
these flamers.
You start to
just right ahead
smell
now.
like the best way that you can describe it is it's almost like you're going into like a moist cave. It smells wet. It's got that dankness to it as you're going further and further down. Is
Like
everyone
water
following?
bottle rainforest dankness?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, like water bottle rainforest dankness. Yeah. You continue down further and further. Who doesn't have dark vision?
I
I
don't.
do not.
I have light. I can
Are you
light.
casting light?
Yeah.
Okay. You cast light, and you guys you almost realize that this path, when it started off with the walls being made of wood until it got to a point where the walls were just dirt, circling and circling as you go down this flight of stairs. And you keep going and going and going, almost an absurd distance, until you start hearing drip, 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 drip,
Going back
Drip.
up these stairs are going to be
Drip.
hard.
drip, drip. Yeah, going up's gonna suck. But yeah, until and you start, like, you guys don't hear running water. You just hear the dripping, and it's echoing until you guys pass down to the bottom of the stairs into another chamber.
Oh fuck.
To describe
Really
just-
big drop.
To describe this chamber to you guys. Oh, I had your tokens on the screen, but you guys
Sorry,
can see
guys.
them.
I
Hold on.
really wanted to throw a rock in it.
To describe this chamber to you guys while I grab your tokens. You guys find that there's this. You look down and you don't need the light anymore because in the water, this massive lake that's in front of you, you see that there's just like little lights, just bobbing on the water. Hold on, I'm grabbing your tokens, then I can continue with descriptions. Boop 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 boop.
Oh, no.
Sheila is also gonna use hit die. I forgot that she was with you. She's also gonna use hit die in this during that short rest that you guys were just having. Am I on the right layer? I am on the right layer. Boop. And you guys can position yourself however you'd like. But yeah. Just moving you guys sort of in the same space. I need to go check Sheila's character sheet because I don't know how hurt she was. But
This D&D group has
This house is huge.
some
This-
experience.
this
with
is, you guys
underwater.
can kind of imagine that you went maybe like 200 feet down.
I was gonna say, how long did it take us to go down the
It was a
stairs?
good amount of time.
Okay.
You guys were creaking down for a good amount of time.
How
This one doesn't seem magical. Probably like 3 minutes, which 3 minutes in this case feels super long.
3 minutes, yeah, 3 minutes walking completely in the darkness.
Yeah. Well, they used
Well,
you guys
that's
used the
completely in
light,
the
but
dark, isn't it?
yeah, she's using hit die. She had 18 health left out of 86. Okay, but
Well, I mean,
yeah.
like, wasn't an hour, but it's not.
No, it wasn't an hour. You guys didn't get you guys weren't walking for an hour. Could be 3 miles. That's absurd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just lack of reference points. Like walking underground is just
Yeah.
a long time.
But yeah, so this massive chamber, you guys see this massive lake. There's wrecked little little canoes, and there's one that's sort of just dragged up onto land, and it smells wet, kind of earthy. There's mushrooms growing here, there, and everywhere, and then lily pads. It's very swamp lake-esque. And then I need a perception check from all of you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
How the hell
good.
would they even get?
I have
boats
the
down
Doom soundtrack playing for this, by the way. It is sick.
there?
Would you say
God,
there's
if only
hidden
we were
doors
playing
or
by Ages
paths
and
down
Directional
here?
rules.
Are you asking because you have a feat for that?
Yeah,
What's your feat? What is it?
it's the necklace. It lets me get advantage if I'm looking for the.
That would
Oh,
be
wait,
an
I'm sorry.
advantage.
Say,
That would
Cubby?
be an advantage on an investigation check if you were like closely feeling along walls and trying to find a secret door. You guys are at the bottom of the stairs looking through an entire chamber. You cannot spot secret doors from here.
I'm
If
sure
there was
my
one.
more bounder form. Should I have rolled that with advantage, or is that not what we're rolling?
Are you going for sight or are you going for smell and hearing?
I'm assuming. I wasn't sure what we were rolling these perceptions for.
It's
I
up
mean,
to
Jin would try
you
to smell that.
how.
Smelling.
This I would let you roll with hearing. I would push hearing, so
Okay.
roll again
Okay,
as
I'll
if you were
push
doing
hearing.
advantage.
Okay,
Toby, I would ask.
14.
What's up?
I got a
You
14.
said cubby. I would ask. Ask what?
Toby
Oh.
knows.
Oh. So there's the one D&D, whatever it's called, D&D
Okay.
one or whatever the fuck they're calling it.
Which I haven't read any of yet.
Right. There's a new rule on inspiration. You don't have to follow it. There's new. I said any time that someone rolls a nat 20, they gain inspiration,
Yeah, we're not doing
but they lose it after a long rest.
No, I want to reward inspiration still. I understand that's probably part of 1D&D. I'm not going to roll with that. I think there's too many nat 20s in this game by too many players to give you guys inspiration.
Putting it out there.
I'm already struggling to make you guys lose a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys having even more winning free advantages and shit.
Powerful. I want to be.
Well, along with it also means that you impose disadvantage more.
Yeah, but I like to impose advantages and disadvantages based on what you guys can come up with for reasons why you should get it or not get it versus just giving it to you. So like if you guys come up with a creative reason why you should have advantage on something, I'd rather give it to you then rather than just like, oh, I rolled a nat 20 so I get advantage on whatever I feel like for the next 24 hours. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want the dice rolls to influence the role play, like that much. I guess I want your brains and the creativity you guys can come up with to more influence the role play than like that sort of thing. Like characters that have advantage right now on things, you guys have it because your characters are skilled in those things. Instead of being like, well, I rolled a lucky 20, so I get to be lucky again later. But yeah, but it's for now, I'm gonna say no on that. But
So what do we hear?
yeah, so seeing your perception rolls. Okay, Mary and Valxis, you two specifically. You guys are looking around initially, and it's you two who sort of hear it, which then leads you to see it. That what you guys can see on the map is this giant sort of ovular blue is radiating out a hum under the water.
Like frogs croaking.
No, almost like a machine whirring.
Ooh.
Just a slow, deep, muffled because it's underwater hum.
Oh fuck! I can't just walk on water yet, can I?
Not yet.
Do y'all hear that?
What?
Yeah.
When they point it out, you guys can see that instead of just like individual little lights that are coming off of certain flowers in here that are like sort of dimming and glowing, you guys see there's this faint light given off in a circular or ovular orb or something underneath the water. Why is that extension still active? That's so annoying. That's not supposed to be active if I don't have the category selected. Such a waste of channel points. I'm gonna go turn the extension off. Thank you for reminding me.
I just saw it and I'm like, dude, I can't waste this.
I don't know why it's still on.
What?
It's the Cult of the Lamb extension, and it's only supposed to run when the game's open, or when the game's categorized, but whatever. But yeah, so that's in the water.
How do you think she got all the boats in here? Does anybody see a way out? Besides
Honestly,
stairs?
Why, you're asking
Why
about the
break them down?
boats, but like, how do you think she got this place this big?
Magic.
A shovel?
Shovel.
This doesn't come off. Oh yeah, they can't see it. Why can't they see it? Oh, it's collecting. What the fuck? Huh. Sorry, OBS decided it's grabbing two different screens.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, very weird. Here, I'm gonna. Oh, wrong one. Turning this off for a second. But yeah, so you guys can continue your roleplay. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, should we all just head over together, or we want to send one person over to go investigate the workroom?
I'm gonna go look at it. I'm still. This.
You see a workroom?
No, what are you looking for, Vivian? A workroom?
Or sorry, the whirring.
Oh, the
I was
whirring.
thinking
I think you said
the-
workroom, and I was like, wait,
no.
what? I didn't
I was
design that in there,
scanning
did
the
I?
map. I was like,
bad.
hello?
Turn on some food, some pretzels.
I don't think we should go.
Y'all want to
down.
take a boat?
This room is as big as it looks,
I-
by the way.
I do not want to take a boat.
I think
This
the
place
last
is
thing we should do is take a
massive.
boat.
Like, that's the last thing I want to
Do you
do is
want
take a
me-
boat.
Do you want me to fly over and look at the glowing in the water?
But what if it's like a giant shark that
What if
like
you
then
need a boat
snaps up and
under you?
eats you?
How about we all get in the boat and you fly as the boat's motor?
No, I mean
Oh, wait a
Mary,
second.
do you really want to take
that
the boat?
totally could work, but I don't.
Wait. Drell walks over to the pier.
You're
don't
still
think
in
that's-
hag look appearance.
I
right now.
don't. Yeah, no, but it's not actually.
Oh,
me. It's the
speaking of
the
which,
shadow
can you just read me that
transforms
feature
around.
again? I just want to know what you're
Uh,
supposed to know, so I can pass that along to you.
Go to the pier.
It says adopt a humanoid. It is a humanoid. When it dies within 30 feet of you, magically capture its shadow, which you did. Oh, that's what you guys saw earlier, by the way. So the way this manifested
This is what it
is
was.
Drell, you know how you saw him like kind of pull a shadow off that woman's body?
Yeah.
You see the shadow. He like opens his hand, and the shadow starts to like encapsulate his body and then transform into the hag. This is different from his normal disguise selves.
Ew.
Uh,
Wait, guys, I got a plan. I take out my rope and my grappling hook.
Oh.
Hold off on that for 2 seconds.
Okay, you don't really get like secrets or anything. You kind of grasp that like she's from the west, in the kingdom. That it kind of seems like another kingdom hag at some point. She never really got as far as the desert, but she sort of just tormented villages out there.
Got it.
But she wasn't like. I can't tell you any secret stuff, so I can't tell you exactly where. I can't tell because she wouldn't tell anyone where her actual hut was, or where she used to live. She just, it was out west. She used to torment people out there, haunt their nightmares, laugh about it because it was funny as fuck. That's because casual. You think of information a hag would casually exchange. There's very little they'd casually exchange.
That's fair.
But yeah.
Hashtag just hag thing.
Just haggy things.
Okay. Well, I will fly.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I want to. Is anybody against me going and looking at this?
Are you just
going
flying
look-
over it?
Well, I think that's a great idea.
I'm gonna go to the pier.
I'll fly like.
Hey man, just be careful. I guess you're
I'm
going
gonna-
way up high over a body of water.
I'm gonna support him from the
Trail.
pier. What?
You could do you could do better supporting him from the pier if you just tie the rope around him as he's flying. Just keep it like loose, just
How
in
much
case
rope do
something
you guys have?
bad really happens.
I have 80 feet.
We're going fly fishing.
You
I
said
mean,
80
I'll give it
feet,
to him.
and you're
Yeah.
holding it from the pier.
Yeah.
My
I was
50
gonna
feet of
try
rope,
fishing
I'll
with
give
this
that-
to see
I
if
can
like it
give
was
that
like
to
a
you.
fish hag, but like
Okay, if he's standing on the pier and you're going to try to fly over the center of it, you can only hover about 5 feet above the water, or maybe 10.
No, I'm not staying that close to the water. That's fucking suicide.
This
While this is going
chamber,
on,
by
can-
the way, that you guys, because I want to give you a feeling of how tall it is too. It's about 30 feet up, like it's a big chamber.
What
The
about an
last bit of
additional
stairs
50
you guys
feet of
came
rope?
down was like kind of a little crazy.
Mhm.
oh, this is gonna be a big fish.
Hey,
Maybe.
whoa, hold on, guys. My memory's kicking in right now. Hold on.
Memory of
These
what?
fucking sea hags, these fucking sea hags can hide, man. They have illusions and shit. That water is fucking super polluted.
they,
Do not
though?
go near it.
That's
what I have written down in my notes.
Over the
I know.
water.
I'm messing with you a little
Maybe-
bit.
And it
Please,
hates beauty and wants to spare, man. Do not do this.
Well, if it hates beauty, then we're all safe.
This was one of the hags that you knew a lot about.
Hey, hold on.
Can I?
Speak for
so-
yourself.
So do you guys not think it's a good idea for me to try to bait this hag out of the water by like fishing?
Do not
it?
go near the water right now.
No, you should definitely go
Okay.
near the water. I think it's a great
Valk
idea.
says, "How high above the water are you hovering?"
I was gonna be as high as I could.
Okay,
Literally,
so
it
you're
was gonna be
30 feet up,
was gonna
and
be
I want you to
30 feet
place
up.
yourself above the water.
Well,
where
if
you're gonna
Jin
be.
is starting to say this, like, of course I'm gonna like.
You're flying back?
I'm gonna say I started to fly out, sure,
Okay.
but I didn't go all the way.
Hey, wait, you forgot this.
Okay,
Oh,
to
okay.
be clear, Jin, what you should have written down is that the illusion that she creates is that she covers herself and makes her look like an ugly creature that has a humanoid shape. So
Oh yeah,
she
curse
can't
to
disguise.
appear ugly.
Ew,
Yes,
wait,
She
I have
can't.
underneath
She
it.
can't make herself like look like the mud or the water. She makes
Okay.
herself look like a creature.
What if
Oh my
we
gosh,
made
so she could
Basil
be a
He
into
fish?
conveys that. Yeah, Jin will say that. He will convey that over.
Okay.
She can fucking look like an ugly creature. I mean, like, objectively, like not.
I was about to say, well,
Beauty
yeah.
is very subjective. It's very different. It's very
Whoa.
complex.
What if we walked in on her skinny dipping? That'd be a shame.
What?
Ben,
Sure
Ben, you want to
yourself.
talk about this or Ben? You
Hey,
into
guys.
hags?
I have,
Mary?
What if I turned Basil into a fish?
You can do that.
I mean, I can ask. Hey, Basil.
You're not hurt anymore. You don't have to act like you're like on the brink
No.
of death.
No, I-
Yo, let me ask him real
I
quick.
sound like this, okay? I just sound
Oh,
like
yeah,
this.
okay.
Also, my tooth hurts.
Okay. Okay. So, even though you have this as part of your pact, you do still have to utilize the like sitting down for an hour to transform your familiar into another thing.
Oh, okay, Basil just told me you can't do that.
Yeah, the way
now.
so yes, your pact unless you have a feature I don't know about, the way your pact boon works, where you have the pact of the chain.
Yeah, that's just for health.
You
I
can
think.
cast it as a ritual. It can take on more powerful forms, and you can forego your attack to make it attack. You don't have anything right now that makes it so you can do that quickly. The Find Familiar spell requires 10 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that get consumed in a brass brazier.
Oh,
To
yeah, I don't
use.
have that. I don't have
And
a
then
breath broth.
and for you to be able to transform it, you have to cast the spell again, basically. So right now, still in spider space, but takes an hour. And if you were to ritual cast, it's another 10 minutes. So an hour and 10.
Damn, Basil, you're expensive.
Has Basil ever
Basil-
not? Would you say Basil's ever not been a spider in your entire duration of time with Basil?
No, I would say he probably has been a spider like the
whole time?
majority of the
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So Basil's kind of just like takes 2 of his little feetsies and rubs them together, almost to be like,
No.
it's gonna cost
Can
you.
Basil breathe underwater? That's a bit of an odd question.
Can Basil
my
what?
God.
Can Basil breathe underwater?
Not as a spider.
Spiders can float.
He's a tarantula. Can tarantulas walk on water?
Tarantulas.
Basil, you should
This
try.
is less about what his shape is and more about
like as,
what
like-
familiars are.
Yeah.
I think
Because-
because tarantulas have hair, right? So the surface tension that they create, they can like just sit on the water and like spread their legs.
Yeah,
out.
I'm just like I'm more
Tarantulas are
so.
great
Oh my
swimmers,
god,
Google it.
I'm having an actual memory right now. My friend did have a pet tarantula and it fell into a canal that she lived next to and it absolutely stood on top of the water. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding.
Yeah, then fuck it. You could have you could have him like skate across the water like one of those skating spiders that like barely breaks the water tension.
Okay, Basil, I'm gonna like have you walk out a little bit. Be careful. If you need something, preferably try not to very much. Because there's not much we can do. Foxes,
Basil
can
just
you
gives
be
you an
ready to pick
affirmative
him up?
spider nod.
What?
Maybe
You want me to
maybe a salute.
Just like scoop him.
Yeah,
don't know.
Yeah.
If something were to happen to him, is that what you're
If something-
saying?
If something
Yeah.
goes down.
Okay.
I'm
So
ready to scoop.
Basil
Basil.
walks over to the shoreline of this water, and as long as you've known Basil, and familiars are fey beings. I'm hearing my echo. Who am I hearing myself through? Okay. They're fey being. It's through
Was it me?
Cass. Yeah. Basil's not tried to walk on water before. So Basil is like tapping it, kind of like a cat that's mysterious, like or like confused or suspicious of something, and then puts one leg, and then another leg, and then has to like think about it because normally a creature would like pull itself forward, but then is like, no, I need to use my other legs, I think. And you just see the struggle of a being that is in a form doing something it's never done before as it teaches itself how to walk on water, but eventually gets the idea and gets all legs on and can slowly start skittering across the waterfront.
Basil, you are literally the most talented thing I've ever seen in my life. You're doing so good, sweetie.
If spiders could blush, it would blush.
Just a little more pink on his
It's
toes.
a little more pink, yeah. So he starts skating across. Are you gonna sit down in eyes and ears through him,
Yes.
or
Okay,
eyes
guys,
through him? You
I'm
can only do
gonna-
one at a time. Eyes or ears.
I'm gonna do eyes.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm going blind. Oop.
You see Mary just like where her eyes are now this black void with like pink purple irises. Oh my god, I can hear myself and it's throwing me off.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Suddenly her eyes go bright white. Where there's purple, it's all white now. And she fades out. Who's watching over her?
I'll do it.
There's all of us
Okay.
in there.
Yeah, Kilo, to make up for the fact that she wandered off into the woods during the watch, stands tall, like watching over her. As you go into spider vision, and you start skating across the water, and you're seeing different fungi growing out of the water, lily pads, things of that sort. It's a good distance to get to whatever this thing is. Are you having him go right above it?
More so trying to skate the edge of it.
Okay. Valxis, are you following in the air?
Yeah.
Valxis flies over top, kind of following Basil, as
We'll
he
position
gets...
in the middle over here, by the way, too.
Wherever you guys want to position yourselves, I would suggest doing so now.
Yeah, more here then.
Oh,
That
and
was
Sheila's...
ominous, Corey.
Huh?
Nothing.
Sure. And Sheila, by the way, doesn't have her Drake anymore. Just to be
What?
clear.
He can't
Her
go
Drake got
downstairs.
eviscerated during the last combat.
Oh shit!
And it didn't die. It wasn't like on the ground bleeding out or anything. It like vanished into the ethereal. Like it just whoosh when it got hit hard enough. Because she fell flat on her fucking face. So she's slowly taking a perimeter around the right side, just arrow knocked, watching diligently. But yeah.
Yeah, I like ran to the pier.
Valxis, so you guys, you get all the way to the edge of this orb, underwater, and you're flying how high?
30.
Okay,
30 feet.
so you're at a significant, distance in the air, looking down at this little tarantula that gets to the water, just above, and it's glowing this shape. As you look down, and that hum is. I mean, for you, you're not hearing through Basil, but to you, Valxis, significantly louder this close up. And I need both Basil and Valxis to make perception checks.
God. I'm looking up the sheet again. 1 sec. You
Hey,
said
Jin.
perception?
Hey, what's up?
Would it be a bad time to tell you that these hags like had some sort of deal with the phoenix, and that's why the other one was begging?
I mean,
drops
it
that
doesn't
when everyone
matter.
else is
There's
gone.
really no such thing as a bad time right now. We just gotta kill these scenes and get out of here. If anything, that's motivation.
What is it, Cass?
I mean,
It was it looks like it's just a straight D20
For
because
tarantulas?
this last
is
one could be
wisdom.
our.
Okay.
Well,
What do you
Passive
think the
perception
last
wisdom
wisdom
is
is?
12.
It's a sea hag. Man.
I
We'll
know
just
this
make it
is
a 12
the
then.
hag, but like
I want to let them talk. Hold on.
when right before she died,
Listen, man, I need you on your fucking A game, man. You can't feel guilty for these fucking people right now. We
I'm
gotta
not
kill
guilty
these
right
fucking things and get out of here.
I'm not feeling guilty. I'm just saying when she died, when Divers died, I saw some of the like the deal that went down, and that's why some of the children went missing. Is there for these guys? The Phoenix made them take them. That's why the Phoenix wants the children for whatever reason, I think.
Maybe.
I'm just saying, like, I know we're not supposed to really like pursue it, but like this is
It's
like
kind
the
of
ne-
just
this is
happening in
kind
front
of
of
the-
us, and we
this
just
is
report
kind
it
of the-
back.
This is kind of like the closest lead that we've gotten in a while.
Oh no, I respect it. I understand. Man, this is awesome, man. We're killing hags, hunting monsters, and fighting the Phoenix at the same time.
Also,
This is-
also, while Mary can't
This
really
is-
hear us, her whatever.
Blind, I'm not deaf.
Yeah, she's like unconscious. She looks like she's unconscious next to you guys, and she's just talking and hearing everything you're saying.
Nice. Well, between you, me, and Kiki, and also Drew and
Kilo.
Kilo, not Drew, and Ben, he's pretty cool.
Who's pretty cool?
Kiki.
Kiki,
Oh, Kiki.
that like her horse thing. That, like,
Okay.
watches over her.
Yeah, Mary's just a horse girl this whole time.
No.
Aphelion.
Nay.
I know you're like info dumping me right now, but we're like about to kill something.
Well,
Like just after next time,
I'm worried.
because I'm gonna forget. I have to focus.
Listen, I know you forget, but I'm worried that there's not gonna be an after.
Is there anything that you two, by the way, Ben, Jin, Aphelion, are you guys doing anything or going anywhere? Or are you guys just part of the Watch Mary party?
Watch Mary.
Watch Mary.
And Jin
Ben?
is also just watching kind of the shoreline. Or the water.
Just watching.
Okay.
Out.
Before I get into the perception check of Valxis and Basil, Drell, as you made your way all the way over there, can you make me a perception check, please? Okay. With a 10. Hold on. This is going to get specific. As you passed by the boat, there was just stuff inside. You didn't really stop to take a look at it, but there was some stuff in the boat.
I knew we should have gotten the boat.
There's just stuff in it. I'm just saying, Drell noticed there was stuff in the boat. You're muted. There was stuff in the boat as you walked by. Okay, he doesn't care. Cool. Basil and Valxis. Valxis, being 30 feet above this thing and getting a look straight down, because from where you guys were before, you kind of just saw a glimmer off in the distance of light. Directly above, there's a portal at the bottom of this water.
Oh, fuck.
This is a swirling portal, this bright blue portal. It's not sucking the water in, but it's slowly swirling. That hum seems to be coming from its just existence. It's pretty fucking big.
Does anybody know how to swim?
She says
I
out
can
loud to
swim.
the other four of you.
But I don't want my... What would happen to my swords? Would they extinguish when I go in the water? Or...
You can just walk into the shoreline right now and just put them in. You don't have to go in all the way.
No way, man. I told you guys. This is polluted fucking water.
I mean, Basil seems to be doing just fine.
Basil's like magical. And... I don't know.
Isn't he wonderful?
I'm just looking at Jin saying Basil is magical as Jin is like half more bounder.
But don't worry, Basil's magical.
He's very linear. He just...
But yeah, guys, it looks like that's a portal. To what I can only imagine is more water. Because it's not quite draining. She's gonna go ahead and think to have Basil come back.
Yeah, Valxis, you see the tarantula sort of skirt around and start skittering back towards the shore.
Dippity dippity.
How deep under the water is this portal?
You don't know?
You don't know.
You can't tell depth from 30 feet in the air?
Is the portal dead center?
So
No.
Just off up here?
what happens if we
I'll
put the
get
boat over?
closer
How close?
so that I can tell. I'll get as close as I need to tell that the portal. How close is that, Corey?
They're gonna have to go right
Is
up
it
to the
10
portal.
feet? Do
So
I have to
here's
be
the
right
thing
above the
about
water?
here's the thing about depth. It's real hard to
don't know.
tell
You don't
how
know.
deep something is without experiencing it yourself.
It's refraction.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, you're not
You
wrong.
you can
It-
you
ever
can
see those
kind of
clear
see the
crystal lakes?
shore.
True.
You can see where the shore goes into the lake. That the earth starts to go down, but you don't know how fast. It's like trying to guess how deep a pool is without markers and being only being above it. You can see the bottom. You don't know how
Yeah.
far down that bottom
I don't
is.
try.
It's like seeing those pristine clear lakes and you don't know how fucking far the bottom is, but it could be 10 feet, could be 5 feet, could be fucking
Yup.
70 feet.
So,
okay,
quick
well.
question now.
Except we're in a cave. It's fucking dark.
Can we take the boat now?
She stands up next to you guys.
I fly back.
really
What
want
if
to take
we-
this boat, don't you?
Who can have gills here? Can anybody get gills?
God, okay,
Well,
let's just fucking row
Who
this
can
boat
just
out.
have gills?
Well,
Anyone able to just have gills?
I've seen some of
You're
y'all do
muted!
crazy shit. Me?
I look in the boat on my way back. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
eating pasta.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
need.
we're just-
I need. Just give me either a perception or investigation check on your way back.
Let's go. One of those I'm better at.
Okay. Well, the 19, as you're walking back, you kind of just like take a better glance, like stop and glance into the boat, and you see what looks like a small harp looking thing that has a very intricate sort of. It's a leather strap hooked onto it where normally you wouldn't think no one needs one. And that's what you see as you're walking by. Small little harp with this intricate sort of fancy looking leather strap attached to it that you could probably guess would be to like sling it over your shoulder so you don't have to like
All right,
hold
I
it,
grab the heart.
Okay.
I thought something bad was gonna happen.
You grab the harp.
He just combusts.
A portal opens
Hey,
to the
hey,
plane.
Valxis, look, I found this.
Vox, it's a liar. A leer.
I know how to use that.
And it's got a fancy ass strap on it, and you're a little confused because people don't normally need straps for leers.
Yo, so what is it? Is it a
Gonna
heart?
make them sit
You want me-
down and.
it's, You want me to sit down and I spend another 11 minutes and identify?
No, you don't have to do that right now. I know it's pretty like
It's
tense,
a fucking
but like,
instrument,
Look,
man.
It's a liar.
oh, I thought it was a
How
heart.
do you know? What it tell you?
Yeah, what's the lion about?
Chords.
Make an investigation check, Valxis.
God. There's more.
Are we going in this boat over the portal,
Okay.
or what are we doing?
Nothing.
I have an idea. I just don't like it.
What's your idea?
I turn into a crocodile and go on ahead.
That doesn't have
You guys
gills.
follow quickly behind.
What? Oh, I thought you were just doing it.
That doesn't have gills. I like this music, but it makes me feel like I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm not opposed to that idea.
I mean, me neither. Plus, you're already like an animal.
Crocodiles they have decent swim speed, as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So everyone load up into the boat. You turn into a crocodile, and we go out there. Is that the plan?
Fuck it.
I'm
Actions.
flying. I will fly.
Fuck it. I get in the boat.
Let's
Okay.
get in the boat.
Okay.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Everyone getting into the boat besides Valxis and Aphelion?
We only got
I
one
will hold
boat.
on to the boat in the back and be the motor, like they earlier said, and fly.
Here, you want this rope? You want to
That
fly with
won't
this
work
rope?
unless you're in the water.
Bro.
You're not a
fine, then
hovercraft. You
I'll
can't. Your
pull-
wings
I'll
cannot.
fucking pull it then, bitch.
Strength
Well, why
check.
don't we
You're
just have the
carrying a
crocodile do it?
300-pound elephant man,
Yeah.
a fucking, and four other
Across the
full-grown
wa-
adults.
Across the water, that's not like awful. It's
You're
gonna be
still
hard.
pulling a fucking heavy-ass boat. No shot.
It's
Homie,
hard, bro.
and the thing is like you're
Yeah.
trying to use
Yeah,
your
it's hard as
wings
shit,
to
it's
pull
hard.
6 bodies worth of weight in like the air. Like you're trying to. It's almost as bad as trying to lift them out of the water.
Oh,
But it's a
well,
little
this
easier
is-
because they're on water. But you're you're not helping by pulling
Skid
this
around.
I
thing.
really think we just have a crocodile do it, man. We just holds the rope with his teeth and he pulls.
You guys have oars.
There's no oars in this photo.
Next time I'll just build you the boat in like real life, and then I'll ship it to you. And then
I'm like,
you know.
hold up. There's no oars.
There are
here.
oars in
All
the
I
boat.
see is rope.
You guys weren't even gonna ask about oars. You were like, "Nah, there's a boat here. Just shove it in, and we'll make the dude with wings who's like 5
Corey,
feet tall."
Corey,
flap
if you
them
hear me
so
out,
fucking-
we were literally about to ask about the oars.
What
You
if?
building the
Or-
What if Valxis uses his wings like a kayak paddle, and he like puts one in the water on one side,
It's just
and then like leans back and forth? Yeah.
Again, he made a strength check. His muscle mass in his wings is not strong enough to.
Oh, it's not at all.
His BMI.
He'd have to
isn't good enough.
full lean on one. He's also still a hag in appearance, He'd have to lean on one side and like stick his wing in and hope he has enough force to use his back to get it. No.
I'll drop the hag appearance.
Okay.
There's no need for it.
Drops the hag appearance. He's back to Valxis. Okay, you guys, is the crocodile pulling, or are you guys using the oars, or what are you guys doing?
Or are those oars?
I'm just gonna go to the front of the boat and just have my mouth open, ready for rope.
I would like to grab an oar.
Grab an oar.
Oh,
I'll
I
grab the
too
other
will
one.
grab. Oh shit!
There's more than two.
And I'll look at Drell and say,
Draw
I got this.
another oar.
He takes Hugh the battle axe and puts it on his back. Also, that uneasiness you felt, Kilo, is gone. You feel like you're far enough away from the forest. You feel pretty confident.
Oh,
Bro.
I have a different theory of propulsion. What if
What if we just folded time in half?
What if Kilo? What if Kilo put his trunk in the water on the back and blew little bubbles, and it would push us along?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it goes like this with this truck.
How much do all of your
Those little
characters weigh?
bubbles.
How much do all of your characters weigh?
I weigh
170 pounds.
Bro, I don't know, like two
So
225.
do you want the 300-pound elephant to lean off the back of this small wooden kayak and
just
stick
doing
his
a
trunk in the
wheelie.
water?
Well, if we all compress to the front.
Jin only weighs 160 pounds, but I'm assuming that goes up more when he's in.
Oh yeah,
Moorbounder
you hulk
form,
out with
so-
a moorbounder form.
Yeah.
You got that
Hang on,
magic
so-
mass.
Corey, I
Yeah.
have a question. I am a gemstone dragonborn.
hmm
How much do I weigh?
Dude, there's some
Yeah.
Probably
motherfuckers on that
pretty.
boat.
You're probably pretty close to Kilo's 300.
Oh shit, dude.
hell.
Yeah, when I was an orc, I was
Dude.
like 200.
Hey, you have a tail. Why don't you just whirlwind your tail as the motor on the back?
Oh, dude,
Bro,
you're
hear me
so
out.
smart.
Why don't I just kick my legs in the water really fast?
Can Drell swim?
Yeah, Umrig couldn't swim. Drell could
So
swim.
do you guys push the
But
boat
aren't
in the
you a
water
rock,
and then
though?
Drell jumps out the back and like wades in?
Wait, guys.
You're still in your
Guys.
fancy
That's it.
clothes too.
Dude, it's after about 5 minutes that the
These-
feeling crocodile is just like hovering over the water, just eyes up, just eyes ever so slightly above.
Make a
These
stealth
wooden
check, not even on
devices-
purpose.
Sure.
Stealth check it would be
These
as a
wooden
crocodile because
devices.
your intelligence stats type
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
say normal,
The
but your
Sierra says D10. Wait, no, wait. Do I get bonuses? I do get
dex,
bonuses.
whatever dex is.
This is what I love, spending too much time on the in
Oh,
practice.
You're trying to be all crocodile-y, and everyone knows you're still there. You haven't left yet.
Oh, I'm not trying. Not trying to.
Here, so
No, I
I'll
know,
tie
but I
this
mean,
rope
like-
to a Philion, and I tie the rope to a Philion as a crocodile. And
Where are
then-
you tying
and then-
it on his body?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't want to strangle him.
Ties it to your neck. You start pulling.
So I have a wild theory. These
I will tie
wooden
it to his
devices
waist.
have a larger area on one side.
You know
Where I
what?
can put them in the
Breaking
water.
down the signs of an oar.
And instead of using
I'm
them
so
to
glad you guys
propel the
weren't
boat,
this fucking ridiculous and out of the abyss, or your boat travel would have been abysmal.
we can just put these wooden devices in the water to create drag, so that we can steer the boat more efficiently.
Holy shit,
while
dude.
Drell and the
Sheila
crocodile
has
pull.
walked back around the lake at this point, towards you guys, and is watching Ben and be like, she just stops and goes, "Do you all not? We used oars to get here on the boat with the bugbear.
Like, they're here. No, but like we
Why is he describing what an oar is? You used one, Drell, on the way here.
All right, I'm ready to go. As I
know you were unconscious for like a short duration of that fight on the second floor. Did it knock something loose? Do I need to like give you medical aid that potions and magic can't heal? Have you lost pieces of your brain?
I did that myself. Thank you.
You knocked
Yeah.
yourself
Wait,
out?
you're mad at me for this? Why is this?
Yeah.
This isn't even my plan.
Because why aren't you just picking up an oar and going?
Drow. If you're
What?
gonna tie a rope around me in your head, if you're gonna tie a rope around me, I'll just bite on it.
Oh, okay. And I untie the rope.
Who
that's
are
around
you
his-
talking to?
And I give a Philly on the rope in his mouth.
What is going on?
Then I pick
Hey,
up
guys,
an
you
oar.
gotta-
When
Start
did we get a
going.
crocodile?
He's been here the whole time.
The ultimate death ray. I'll start going.
Yo, I just start paddling with an oar.
She takes a moment and then just like you see her hand light on fire and she starts drawing in the air where the fire sticks and the drake just like pulls itself through the words in his back because she didn't summon it today, so technically she can resummon it because she didn't have to summon it. It was already around.
I'm in the boat.
But yeah, she hops on and goes, "There's no way I'm getting in a boat with him. You're all going to die, probably." Hey, before you guys go, and I'll be flying above with the smart one. The heads are in your fanny pack, correct?
Yeah.
And one of them is covered and the other one isn't?
Yeah.
Right.
Good, I'll know how to get them out when you die.
White tablecloth.
Oh, I know! Don't worry, I saw you wrap it.
Oh, okay, good.
I hope all the blood from the hag's neck doesn't get in all of your other belongings. Because it is just a magical box in
I thought it was just like
dimensional
space, and it gets
It
cold.
is a magical box in dimensional space that has no oxygen. It absolutely just stacks up.
But what's like the temperature in there?
Why don't you stick your head in your own fanny pack and find out?
Take a big whiff.
Drell takes a deep breath, opens up his fanny pack.
Are you unbuckling it?
Yeah.
Okay. You unbuckle it and you go to like take a deep breath, and suddenly the boat starts turning because Kilo's the only one using an oar on one side of the ship. So it just starts keeling off in one direction. As Drell stops oaring, as Drell stops using the oar and takes off his fanny pack, you take a deep breath. Are you tipping it over?
Oh, well, like, no, but like, I'm gonna put my head in.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, what?
You have horns that you were sticking into a piece of fabric.
Oh my god, please do not pierce your bag of holding.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I'll allow an 11 to say that you don't pierce the fabric.
Dude, let's
but
go.
You
That's a plus
pull
7.
your head through, and your head is now upside down, and you look like up, and you see all of your shit stacked. What to you feels like it's on the ceiling, but you realize you're upside down and it's on the ground.
Hear me out. What's the temperature in here?
Your skin is made of gems.
Fuck.
Your perception of temperature is a little difficult. It's as room temperature gets. It doesn't feel warm, doesn't feel cold, doesn't feel anything. It is just a box, and you see the second head you just put in at the top of a pile of stuff, just slowly oozing
it's making a fucking bloody
onto
mess.
everything. So what else do you have in the fanny pack right now? Your quarterstaff covered
I have
in
the
blood.
quarterstaff. Is the Moorbounder hood still in here?
Oh yeah, Moorbounder hood, disgusting. It's like covered in hag blood. That tablecloth is soaked through.
The sending stone's in there. I
Sending
got a
stone
bedroll
looks
in
a
there.
little icky.
I got some clothes.
Gross, totally gross.
Is that where all our money is?
Yeah, all your money's
Yeah.
in there. Your money.
Wait, so when he puts the fanny pack on his head, does like his head just disappear? It's like fanny
You guys,
pack now.
he,
It's like no neck.
like looks into it and starts pulling it down, and his head just starts disappearing as it goes further in. And he's down to his neck in fanny pack right now.
It's just
He's too big. He couldn't get it over his shoulders if he wanted to.
Look like this fucking Goliath from Borderlands.
Yes.
Alright,
Like no neck.
I take my head out.
Okay.
So not only are you right,
Uh-huh.
fuck, I take out the second hag's head really fast, and I take out the really gross clothes that I had in there.
You
And then
guys
I
just on the boat as
just
it's
kinda, like,
as
wrap
Kilo,
it
you've
up.
realized like I'm rowing one side only, and this dude's doing bullshit over there. You actually
Like
took
a
the second
strength check?
oar while he was doing this, and you're rowing the whole boat at this point, Kilo, to straighten you guys out. Kilo, can you make me a strength check? If you're here, Drew. That's where I find out Drew's not here.
Can I go get more pasta?
If Kilo is,
I was
wait,
gonna have
if
us
Kilo's
take a break here
paddling
in like
the boat-
3 minutes. Give me a second.
If Kilo's paddling the boat, what like does it feel like any resistance at all, or is it
No,
just
it's
like
just
I paddle
helping
it?
you. It's helping you
Okay.
glide and direct better.
It's just too strong.
No, he's
like
not.
when you-
He's strong, but he's not like I can carry 6 people and push us all forward strong. Oh, there's Kilo. Kilo, can you roll me a strength check?
Well, sure.
This is because while he had his head stuck in the fanny pack of holding, you've grabbed the other oar and you are now rowing both sides. I would assume, unless you wanted to just stop rowing entirely. Which would you have rather done? I didn't want to speak for you.
I was row.
Okay, cool.
Both.
Yeah, with a 15, you're fine. You're rowing. He's rowing. He's helping you pull. If you were pulling by yourself as a crocodile, you'd be fucking struggling. This is a joint effort to make it somewhat easy on both of you. Like, he's rowing, which eases your pulling, which eases his rowing, you know.
Wait, so who's in the boat?
Everyone but Valxis and Sheila, and then Aphelion's pulling. So,
Nice.
Jin, you, Kilo, Ben, Mary. Yeah, the 5 of you.
Basil.
Oh,
The
Jin is
Basil.
not rowing. He's just
No, I know,
keeping
you're
his
in the boat. He
flaming
asked
swords
who's in the
above,
boat.
Yeah, the water. Yeah.
So you guys pull yourselves. You're all the way out to the middle of. Oh, you pull out. Sorry, you pull out the disgusting clothes and the head.
Yeah, and I wrap the disgusting clothes around the head,
Okay.
and I wash my hands in the water.
Before putting it back in the fanny pack.
No, like I'll put the head back in the fanny pack and
Okay.
then I'll wash my hands because
Okay.
my hands are just gonna get dirty again.
Sure.
Is it dirty when you pull your hands out of the gunky ass cave water?
You stick your hands over the side, and you're now the first person to have put anything in the water.
Oh, no.
God.
Stick your hands in the water and start like trying to clean them off. And as you pull your hands out, there's like seaweed and like fungus like cling to your
Ew.
hands, and you like scrape it off. You get it all off though. You're fine. It's still water.
Ew. That's gross.
Algae in the water.
It's not treated water. They didn't hire a pool guy to take care of this.
Fish tank.
Yeah, very dirty fish tank. It's kind of gooey. It's a
Bro,
little-
everything I
little
pulled
gross.
out from my bag of holding is now just gonna be like covered in blood.
Good
Nice.
morning. The tank is clean. The tank is clean.
Yeah, the tank can't take. Oh no, it's clean. But you guys go out. How far are you guys going?
I thought we were going to the thing.
Are you going all the way to it?
I don't think we should go to the middle of
I
it.
look-
We should go to like the edge of it.
Whoever the first person I see is when I look back on the boat. I'll mind link with them and ask how far
It's probably
we
Kilo.
want to go.
Kilo's
Kilo?
rowing with you, so he's probably the one you make eye contact with.
Kilo, in your head, you just hear, how far should I go out? We
Just
going
the
directly
edge of
over
it.
Just see.
Okay. You guys go to the edge of it. Aphelion, in your crocodile form, you kind of
Mhm.
peer down, get your head underwater a little bit to really get a grasp of the depth.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like it's about 40 feet deep.
Oh, wonderful.
And this is a basin. So the walls fall off pretty fast and get
Ooh.
down to this point, and this portal is giant.
That is terrifying.
But you guys get yourselves to the edge of the portal. You guys just move your tokens. The boat can't move. Just move all your tokens to the edge of the portal, really. And that's where we'll take a break. You guys being at this portal, ready to find out what
Jump
it
in.
is or do whatever. If that's the decision you make.
I thought that's what we were doing here.
Is it? Are you guys going? You guys are gonna plan on going to the port? Whatever. We'll take a break.
Dive, dive.
Let's go 10 minutes. We'll do 10-minute break for everyone
Fog.
and come back after that. Okay?
Alright, I gotta go grab more pasta then.
Okie dokie. Bye-bye.
You.
Hold on.
No,
So- no, I
read the chat.
just brought the stream back. I'm sorry. Say that again.
I mean, Cass said you won't.
I'm waiting for
And-
Jarl to inevitably toss a bag of holding into another bag of holding. I'll do anything for a laugh. I'm surprised we got the first one as early as we did. Commits mass genocide for a laugh. I burned down a forest because I was bored. You did not do that on purpose. I mean,
was
he already
bored?
committed eco-terrorism, and it wasn't because you were bored. You just didn't know what you were doing. He already committed eco-terrorism with that flaming ship crash. I'll do it again. I wish we had the BTTV emote with Kermit and a gun. I'll then say he committed a crime. He'll do it again. Where's the gun emote? The gun emote's almost done.
Where's the gun emote?
No, I'm being serious. It's almost done.
No, I only said it because I was like, I know you were like, yeah, chat wanted a gun emote, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
they've been
where's the gun
craving
emote?
it. They've been fucking craving it.
Where's the gun emote?
Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you the current sketches of the emotes. I'm not showing chat though; they don't get to see it.
What the fuck? Show chat.
Unlucky chat. We'll get them
I'll
next
leak it.
time, chat.
I'm gonna leak it to chat.
Chat, you heard it here
Yo,
first.
that's a good
Be
gun
special
emote.
privilege,
You know what I'm
and you
saying?
don't.
Yo, chat. Not gonna lie, that's a good gun emote. I ain't even gonna lie to you, Chief. That's a good gun emote. That's a good anger emote.
Are you doing
What it-
camera
what it-
off? It's
No, no.
rage. It's rage, gun, sip, lull, and pog.
No, it's funny face. I like this though.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
I can make a gun emo. I can't.
I like the gun emote. That's a good gun.
I have a
The
BB
only thing we're
gun.
adding to it is I'm getting some like it's supposed to be like sort of it's supposed to be sort of like mage punky. So I'm gonna add some electricity, like some amber electricity around the barrel.
The professor immediately goes into
Oh yeah,
our
Professor
Discord.
immediately went into the Discord and pulled out 2 guns.
Hello?
Professor, he's in as an artist, so he can see it. Gib, it's not done yet. CO is
so,
making
so
these.
good.
Those are just the
Oh,
sketches. She has to do all the line work and everything for them, and then
Fucking
once those are
fake
Oh,
done,
I
I'm
love
uploading.
the second one.
I'm uploading
It's
all
so
5 of them at
good.
the same time when they're done.
That's
Uh,
so
Dude,
good.
the gun one's so good.
Yeah, the sip is being changed because we had a whole conversation, and we'll get to D&D in just a second. I promise. We had a whole conversation, me, CO, and then like separately me and the people in my Discord, where I was like, people use the idea of the sip emote incorrectly.
Oh, it's for drama. That's how I use it.
Everyone's sips that they create are judgmental. Like
No,
they're
it's for
judgy.
drama.
They're judgy. Like I'm giving
It's
you
supposed to be
so
like,
much
"Mm."
sass. It's supposed to be like, this tea. You didn't hear it from me. Sip. Like whatever.
Bro, it's
People
supposed to
use
be like,
them.
ooh, this is getting good.
Well, yeah, but usually it's supposed to be like a, but you didn't hear it from me. Takes drink because it's from like 2 women gossiping, 2 men gossiping, taking
I
drinks from a
always
beer
thought
or from a tea.
Sip was supposed to be like snack. You know when like they get like the popcorn.
No. Sip started because of the Kermit gif of him having the Lipton tea. It started from him being like, someone would subtweet or something where they'd be like, man, I got all this information, leans back and takes a sip of their Lipton tea. Like it's supposed to be like an I know things, right?
The way I use it is like, this is how something should be done, but yeah, exactly. But that's none of my business.
AJ, yeah, yours is perfect. But you didn't
Hey,
hear
listen,
it from
man. Me
me. This
personally,
doesn't involve
I
me,
wouldn't let
though.
that slide, but that's just me personally.
So yours, AJ, the one you just used is exactly how I want mine to look. But the other ones that CO has made for people are like super judgmental. If you look at B's sip, if you look at Walrus's sip, if you look at CO sip, it's like you're taking a sip, but like your eyes are super like annoyed and judgmental. And I'm like, that's not the vibe. That's not the vibe of the emote. But yeah, people they're so aggressive, and I'm like, I don't want mine to seem like it's being mean. Like,
I
look
thought it
at
was
that.
supposed
Look
to
at
just be
Professor
like-
just posted it in general. Look at that. That's CO's. It's very much so like a either that hers looks like I just woke up and I don't want to be at my fucking day job, so I'm taking a drink of this coffee. I fucking hate my life.
That's pretty much it.
Right.
Yeah,
like
let
that's
me
what
see
people
it.
do with their that's what people do with their and then Bees is in chat right now. Bees is like Bees almost looks like she feels bad and she's drinking to like get over the fact that she feels bad. Walrus's is also the exact same thing as CO's, but again, you can also use those 2 to be super judgy. Like I'm judging someone and taking a sip from this drink. But yeah, nonetheless, mine is supposed to be more like, well, you didn't hear it from me, like sip, that kind of thing. So that one's getting changed. That's the only one I told her really needed changing besides adding some electricity to the gun.
Yo, let's go.
But yeah. back into D&D. You guys have pushed your way in this boat all the way to this portal, which Aphelion, ducking his head under the water as the crocodile he is, was able to see is roughly 40 feet down.
Oh boy.
What are you guys doing?
I'll
Do you want me to
pop
drop
my
this
head
rope in?
the water.
Are we going fishing?
The
Like, I
rope
still have
that's
this, like,
currently
hook
in
on
the
a rope.
crocodile's mouth.
Hey,
Oh,
who has a
shit.
grappling hook?
I'd go back. I'll dip my head above the water and like release it.
Okay,
That was
he
like-
releases the rope, and it's now just dangling in the water.
Cool, I tie my hook to it.
What
We're
hook?
going fishing. Who's
I
we?
have a hook!
When did you
Who's
A
we?
buy
grappling hook?
Oh,
a grappling hook.
Okay.
But
I
it's
thought
a
you were going to go
hook.
fucking fishing with a rope, and I'm like, what is
Grappling hook.
happening? Yeah, you attach the grappling. I mean, make a... It's a dex check, not a dex save. Not a save. You don't get proficiency with it. Just a dex check.
Not really.
I clicked it. Is it lagging? It's gonna come twice, maybe.
Not
Fuck.
once. Not
Fuck,
one,
I
baby.
can't tie this rope!
It's
Oh,
you have a
shit.
wet crocodile slobbered
Oh, dude, I
rope
can't-
that was in murky fucking swamp water, and you're like trying to like tie this thing.
How do you tie this?
You inevitably tie it. There's
I
no
told
saying.
you,
Okay, there's the second one.
I
There's no
told you, I'm like,
saying
it's
how
lagging.
good. You have a feeling this is a bad tie job, and that if you threw this down there and it got even hooked on like some mud, it would come apart.
Yo, does someone else want to try tying this?
Does anybody have any kind of like magic stuff, like sticky anything?
Oh, that's right. And Drell sticks his hand in and doesn't pull out the glue that I thought I had. Fuck.
Oh dear.
Thought I bought glue.
I think you used it for something.
I think I did too.
I think you used it during the Pine Tie Arena for something.
I definitely did.
No.
I don't remember for what. What did I use the fucking glue for?
And doing random shit is what. All
I
right.
told
man.
Cubs that if he walked away, it wouldn't show the whole license to be horny on main. I was like, won't
It
it
did for-
focus on your chair? Focus on
It
his
did.
bed.
When he left the first time, you could see it.
Yeah.
He's back
Well,
with
I
a
have
delicious
that.
plate of food.
Oh my god, dude.
So what are you guys doing? You're just sitting in the water above this portal.
Can I try to tie this again? I'm gonna untie it and try to tie it again.
Disadvantage this
While
time.
he-
All
while
right,
he's doing
done.
that,
Easy.
Kilo,
Wait.
in your head, you hear. So
8.
what's the
No.
next step? Just start going in, or
You-
we going in pairs, all in at once?
You get it tied, but again, you're not sure whether or not whatever's in this water is going to hold.
That was to me.
What?
Yeah.
Are you saying it in his brain?
In his brain hole.
I'm
Brain
gonna
talk?
turn around and ask everyone what they want to do.
What do you guys want to do?
What?
Kilo's
Dude, I'm
asking you all
trying
what
to-
you want to do.
Look,
Are
I'm
we
trying to
diving
tie
in?
this.
What are we doing, man?
I'm trying to tie this rope to this hook so I can throw it down the portal.
Who
and
made
see,
you
like,
that gin, by the way?
What?
Which one?
Both.
The one
It
with
has
the-
smile physics when you talk. I know you put both images, but where did you like they made?
That's the League of Legends.
Oh, the League
character
of Legends
creator.
pick room. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
looks sick.
Nice.
Thank you. Are we diving in? Because, I mean, we're here.
He says, still in Warbounder form with flaming swords.
I like to dip my finger in.
You dip your finger in the water.
What temperature is it?
Kind of warm, actually.
All right.
Ugh.
Going in.
Okay. Okay.
It's a little warm.
Mary jumped in.
Mary jumps in.
She jumped in.
Who peed?
Okay.
Going in.
Let's go.
All right,
We're going in.
Oh,
Follows.
that's so gross, guys. That's so gross.
Dive, dive, dive.
Are you all of you diving off the boat?
Yeah.
Dive, dive, dive.
Everyone. Ben, are you diving in or are you staying in the boat?
I won't dive in, but I'll like sit on the edge and then like scoot off, you know?
Okay, yeah. So now there's nobody in the boat. Drell, are you going in?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone is now in the water except for Valxis and Sheila.
Sheila, the boat's all yours.
Hmm.
Oh, you want me out here watching the boat? Okay. Well,
No.
saves me if you
that's
guys
not-
die. And she has
Oh,
the Drake land on the
jeez,
boat, and
dude.
she just sits on top with her arms crossed.
I don't know if drakes can swim.
This might seem like a sort of out of place question, and she looks up at Valxis. She goes, if you were to dive from above as if you weren't flying, like, is that like a thing that tieflings with wings do? Or any creature with wings? Like, is it considered cheating in diving competitions that you can just fly up as high as you want and then dive?
Like a really big jump.
Right.
I don't
And you can
know.
always like pinpoint precision yourself, because whenever you're like, if you overturn,
Yeah,
you
I
can
can
use your
adjust my
wings
wing
and stuff.
left,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah. I think there's a separate category for winged and non-winged diving.
That would make sense.
It would make a lot more sense because by birth you are, you know.
You see that she's like really thinking about this. Like, huh. Okay.
Why? Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna watch you dive in. Oh, you're not going with all your friends?
No, it's not.
Uh-huh.
Get in, the water's nice.
You hear in your head.
No, I can only talk to Kayla. That was okay.
She goes, we have to propose like a Vitriune sporting event for diving.
You have to propose? Oh my god, congratulations.
No. Jin has to make that move, because I'm not going to. I'm already too confident to throw myself at him. You know what I mean? He has to get the balls.
What the fuck are we?
Go
Let's
back
just
under
kill
water.
the fucking hag.
Go back underwater, dear. Your fur's getting wet, and it doesn't smell great.
No, I know. He's gonna dive down. He's gonna hold his breath and actually dive down.
Okay,
to avoid
so
this
if
conversation.
I remember correctly, and I'm gonna look it up right now, I'm almost positive you can hold your breath as long as your Constitution score per minutes +1 per minute. Like that's how many minutes. So if your con score is 10, you can hold your breath for 11 minutes, which is insanity.
No, I think it's the plus number.
It's a plus.
Is it just your
Yeah.
plus number? That's how many
Yeah,
minutes?
it's a plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's +3 or 3 minutes +1 for me, right? Because I have +3 Constitution. 16 minutes would be
The only
absurd,
person
man.
So it's
who
4 minutes?
besides it's 1 plus Constitution
Yep.
modifier.
So I got 4
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have 4 minutes.
Okay.
And then
I've got 4 as well.
oh, it's if you run out of breath. So after that amount of minutes, you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your con mod. So
Fuck.
rounds being 10 seconds or 6 seconds per round. Is how long you can last without air after running out of breath. However, Ben, do you need to breathe?
I was gonna ask you that question.
I don't think
And I
you
feel
do.
like
I think
we've-
it's a part of your thing that you don't need to breathe.
I feel like we've had this conversation before,
Uh-huh.
and I don't remember.
Hold on.
We may have said that like I pretend to breathe.
You pretend to when you have to sleep, you pretend like you need to eat and breathe.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
I don't think there's anything that specifically says I don't need to eat or breathe.
You don't age. When you make a death saving throw and roll a 16 or higher, you gain a hit point. You retain your creature type. As an action, you can unsettle a creature, which you do. No, you still need to eat, sleep, and breathe. Never mind. You're not an air genasi.
Oh,
That's what you think.
I need to be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on the flank, on like the top of the surface, and as people are diving in and going down, I'm just gonna read right behind them if I see anybody struggling. Try and like grab them, I guess, with whatever, however I can grab them, and then just keep like going down if they start struggling.
Speaking
So
I can't swim very well.
everyone's swim speed, unless you have something that states otherwise, is half of your walking speed. So for those of you who can move 30, you can move 15 per round or per turn, technically. So unless you dash, you can do 30 per turn if you dash. For Kilo, you can move 40 per round, right? Or 35 normally. 40. So you can move 20 per movement action. So you can dash for 40. If you you already clicked your boots today, so you don't get your boots back.
No.
So Noah, what's your natural movement speed? 45?
Yeah.
You could still do 20. You 20 underwater.
Fuck.
If you dash or step of the wind, because that's another movement, you could do 60 in a turn to swim. But
Shit.
that means that at most of you can go 30 feet per 6 seconds. Some of you have like 3-ish minutes of breath. Take note. Are you guys swimming through the portal? Huh?
How deep is the portal?
40 feet. So you guys can, in 1.5 turns, so 2 rounds, 12 seconds of your breath can get you to the portal. You guys all going into it, or are you just going to it and hovering above it, or what are you doing?
I guess we go in.
Just go in.
Go in. I go in. I go in. I go in.
He goes in.
Let's go.
You guys,
I dive into the water.
Oh my god, you're not even in the fucking water?
yeah, no, he was flying. You hear as you're going down, by the way, Valxis, just clapped, just single from Sheila on the boat.
It's not a pretty dive.
No,
He's never dove
that's why
into
she's
water
clapping.
before. Like I get like water up in my nose. It's not pretty.
Okay. I don't have a battle map for this.
Oh.
Because the intention was not, I did not intend on you guys going through the
Oh,
portal.
she wasn't going. She was in the room. Oh.
She wasn't ready? Bro, let's go!
You guys have taken 3 separate hour-long short rests in this house.
He was ready.
She was ready.
Not ready for this.
You guys go through the portal. You guys go through the portal, and you guys come up on the other side in what, very surprising to all of you, is, and I guess this is the easiest for Aphelion to see because you're in your crocodile form, is a crystal clear lake that is only now being tainted by the murky swamp waters that surround all of your bodies.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
wow.
Oh, for God's sake! What the hell?
Ew.
You guys are in this crystal clear, fresh, cold water with sunlight bathing down through the water on you.
Well, look, all right. Wait, are we immediately at the surface, or is it
No,
like
you guys are at the bottom of this lake, and
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you, because you're the only one who can like clearly see down here. Everyone else has that like underwater looking in a pool without goggles, like foggy eye. You grasp you're maybe 120 feet from the surface.
So this is they go through the portal and it's just fucking
Yeah.
just water pressure.
And you guys, as you go through the portal, you're pulling yourselves down to get into the portal. As soon as your arms and torso cross, when you pull forward, it's like you're going back up. You've gravity has flipped for you
What the fuck, man?
as you guys
Why
are
is
now
this-
on the other side of this portal.
Man, this is so
And you
hot.
are all in this crystal clear lake. You going up?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Everyone just shoots to the top and crests the surface. You guys all break the surface.
Make sure to let out air on the way up so your lungs don't explode.
Did you
You guys
tell
all
that
break the
one?
surface. Aphelion still in crocodile form. And you start to like look around. And this lake is probably triple the width of what you dove into initially. So take this image and just in
What
every
the
direction, put 2 more in every direction. Pretty big.
Why is everything
And
so
on
big?
the edge of all of this, you guys see a dense forest surrounding the whole thing.
God damn it.
Dense. You're not in the forest, you're in the lake. You're fine. You're also not holding the axe, it's on your back probably.
Thank
So
goodness.
you don't feel uneasy. But dense
Ripping
forest.
damage
Not what quick to notice, not swamp forest. There's no sign of there being a swamp here in any capacity.
We are.
And what a lot of you very immediately notice is the sky is pink.
Where the fuck are we?
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh fuck.
Wait, where are we? First thing, we can breathe, so like we're okay.
Did you take a deep breath like of this air?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
My dad.
clean. Like
What do you mean
like
it's clean?
like it's been untouched
You
by
mean it's
untouched
clean.
by man type clean. Doesn't have any like smog. Doesn't have any sort of it is
good.
fresh clean air, which then leads you to believe there is no civilization anywhere around here.
What the fuck? Where?
Hey, Kilo, in your head, you hear, should I go get Sheila for this?
I think we should go back.
You guys can stay here as long as you want. I'll start prepping your adventures in here if I
don't
have
think
to.
we're supposed to
I
be
think we should go
here,
back.
man.
It's, kinda-
I don't know.
Crazy.
it's too nice.
I need hold on. One second. You guys keep talking. Don't immediately go back yet. Just give me a second.
Oh no, hang on a second. I think we need to be
No, keep talking.
Palm trees
You
or
guys can talk
something.
about leaving.
For some
Go ahead.
reason, I can't swim back quite yet. We're gonna have to sit here. We're gonna wade in the water for a little bit. We're gonna stare at the sky and we're gonna
God damn it.
contemplate why the sky is purple. Now we
It's
can't
pink.
tell
Are you
that this is not
colorblind?
You
where we are
guys-
from. This is not the material.
Who has does anyone have a passive perception under 15?
I think I do, yeah.
Anyone 15 or above hears like a very faint roar / howl significantly off in the distance in the woods, in the forest.
Does anybody recognize this place?
Do we want to keep like waiting in the water?
I-
Anyone
I heard
anyone
this
who
place.
wants to can make a nature check if they'd like.
Yes.
I'd like to.
You said anyone.
Mhm.
Anyone at all.
You see, the sky is purple.
Pink.
Because time moves slower in this dimension, so the blue
Light is
color of the
red.
sky is blue shifted.
Oh, my bad.
Wait, what?
What is that?
Do you want to use one of your points?
Recall points?
Do you want to use one of your recall points, Ben?
For an Arcana roll,
No, this is a nature roll.
I can only use it for history and Arcana.
I'll allow it.
He's asking, would you like to?
Sure.
This is the Feywild, homie.
Ooh.
I have used my recall.
You've used your recall. This is the Feywild. You guys are in another dimension, another plane of existence.
That's what I thought.
And
Does Ben voice that out to the group?
Mary, as you're all trying to like consider where you are, figure out where you are, where in the world you are, you've never felt so weirdly familiarly attached to a place before.
Oh my god.
Why do I
Almost like
it
this
here?
is homely.
Oh my god.
I love the sky here. Don't you think this is cool?
Wait, did Ben voice out that this is the Feywild?
Did you, Ben?
I will.
He voices
Okay.
out that it's the Feywild. Ben, the way that your
It's a
recall
Feywild.
manifests here is you're trying to like analyze the forest, and then like you just naturally blink, and it's like you have a memory of your former self, like flipping through this massive tome and seeing images of forests and descriptions below that fill out of Feywild research that happened. This actually isn't your former self. This was you 200 years ago when you were at the library and pouring through as much information as possible. But yeah, this is the Feywild.
What the
Y'all wanna
heck's a
stay
Feywild?
here? I feel like we could stay here.
You shouldn't stay here. No,
You wanna
not at all.
stay here?
Additionally,
Do I know anything about the Feywild?
you guys look at Mary, and Basil is like a little fairy
Oh my
fluttering
god.
his wings
That's adorable.
around her
Basil,
head.
What the fuck
hell?
is
That
this?
stuff is expensive.
What happened to the music? The music died. Oh no.
Yay, the
Yeah.
music died.
I would say he's a pixie in this.
too,
In this, would you say Basil's a boy, or does Basil have a gender identity?
Not really.
Not really. Okay,
Little baby.
then gender fluid little pixie, just flittering around. And when
Basil.
you said Basil, that was expensive. Its face just gives you a smile and a wink. Totally
see.
green skin, wings of that of a butterfly, a shock red hair
Oh
that
my
is
God,
like
Basil,
shoulder length.
And then explodes.
Nope.
Your hair is so pretty, Basil.
Basil like takes its hands and like takes their hands and like folds them in front of them, as like blushing a little bit.
So we obviously have to come back here, Basil. I don't think our friends like it here, so we're probably gonna have to turn back. But you and me, we're taking a
You
trip.
can almost imagine that the way that Basil is like reacting to things is very, for visualization for you guys as players, definitely the way like Tinkerbell would in any Peter Pan property. Like just like moving head movements, a lot of body movements to try to portray what they're thinking. So nods furiously and like looks at the rest of you.
Okay,
Well,
guys.
Barry, we did it, but I'm afraid we might actually have to head back soon.
I
know we
need
said that
a
we're going
perception
to the
check
Feywild,
from Aphelion.
but this is not right.
Oh my God.
Do I keep my perception? Because like,
Yeah,
with
it's your
my-
wisdom.
yeah,
It's wisdom.
yeah.
Wisdom, intelligence, and charisma stick. Dex, strength,
Oh my
and
God.
con switch.
They've all been bad today.
A 16. You're looking at Mary and Basil. Did you switch out of your crocodile or are you still in crocodile? Who are you mind
Still in
linked with right
crocodile.
now?
Kilo.
Kilo. You're looking at Kilo. And you look at Kilo and you sort of notice something past him. Almost like your eyes needed to train on the background. Which, in your crocodile form, because, you know, they try to, it's like a little akin to what you normally look like, you have dragon eyes still. Little sapphire scales on the sides. And your eyes dial in on this orb-looking shape that seems to be moving through the trees towards the lake, towards you guys.
Orb
And
through the trees, like as big as the trees, or like
at first you're like, oh, it's probably just a small creature. And then you think about the size of trees, and then the size of that orb, and how far away it is, and you're starting to go, so it's big. It's big. And then as it like starts to crest forward, you see like this thing, the easiest way to describe it is, you know, it's like 5 feet increase per size. Like medium is 5 feet every way, large is 10. Is it large than...
they're huge than gargantuan.
This is huge. This thing is 15 feet tall, wide, big orb, and it's just stomping through the trees, just slowly walking forward. It's smaller than the T-Rex.
Okay.
T-Rex was a lot taller than it was in every other direction. T-Rex probably would have been like 20 feet tall. This thing's 15, but it's also... And it's moving towards the lake through the trees.
Kilo, I think we should dive soon. Head back, like right now. Like everybody get a deep breath. Like Kilo, like tell everybody get a deep breath. We're going back.
Hey, what happened?
Okay.
Guys, we gotta go.
Yeah.
None of the rest of you noticed this thing because he hasn't pointed it out to anyone.
I just take everyone's word at this point. I never see anything.
I think we should go. I think we should leave. I don't really want to be in the Feywild. And who knows how much... Who knows what could be here?
I mean, didn't we just like... Oh wait, I can't talk. Only tequila. Ah, never mind.
You might link to someone else.
Right? Is it like every hour?
You feel like your connection to your mind and your ability to project it forward could...
Oh, I can just end it as an action. It doesn't have to
Yes.
be like,
But weirdly enough, while you're in here and you didn't notice it until you tried talking to multiple people, you're able to connect to 2, possibly 3 people at once while you're in here. There's this weird
Ooh.
enhancement to your ability to understand the way your mind links to other beings. Almost like that connection is easier to snatch onto.
All right, Voxes, let's go. I saw something big. We need to go.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay. I'm down for leaving.
Okay.
Press.
Let's go.
While
Let's
you
leave.
guys are about to duck down into the water, you just hear in the distance, the direction that Aphelion had been looking, just this giant splash that sends shock waves of water all the way down to you, like just barely. Like they fade out near you guys, and you're a good. I mean, I'm talking like near 200 feet away from that shore, and this shockwave of into the water just comes out towards you guys as you guys start diving. It's way bigger than that then. Never mind. I just saw whoever was doing that. Was that Drew? Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it like 600.
Sheesh.
600 feet. And the shockwave, it was enough that it looked like waves were created in the water coming towards you.
Get the fuck out of
Are you guys diving and going back down to the portal?
Yeah.
Dive.
Okay. You guys dive and swim and swim and swim right back down towards that portal.
Baby, are you down?
Are you guys all just jettisoning through the portal?
Yeah.
Send it back.
Who's going first?
Oh, me.
Okay, you go first. You get through the portal, and again, the gravity flips as you start to push through, and you're back in that murky black water, just like...
That shit sucks.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
Your
damn it,
ability to
dude.
not get, like, tangled up down here as you're trying to shoot back up.
Yo.
Yeah, you're fine.
Easy.
And you shoot back up to the surface. You're the first person to crest, and Sheila goes, you guys were only in
No,
there for seconds.
Yeah, you don't want to be in there.
You guys just, like, you came out faster than you went in.
Oh.
I mean, I literally just watched Valxis go through the portal and you came back, like, at the same time.
Ooh.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
No.
Yes.
And like, it's funny because it's you know, you guys, right as Drell goes through, boom, 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 everyone else. You guys thought you paced yourselves as who was going through. Suddenly, all of you were on the other side of the portal, like, at the same time. But Drell, just being faster than all of you, just shoots up, and you guys all just get to the top. And she's like, Foxes, you didn't even get a chance to turn around.
What do you mean?
You weren't in that portal for more than maybe 2 seconds. The rest of you, I'd probably give you like 10 seconds total before he dove in.
We're in there for maybe a minute or two.
No, you were not.
On the other side, that is.
What?
The portal.
Where did it take you to? I would
went to
assume somewhere in the
Feywild.
kingdom. What?
Yeah.
Why does she act so
Her
sus
theory.
every time?
Well,
Are we swimming?
trust
to, like,
Ben's
the-
word.
You guys are at the surface now.
portal?
All of you are at the surface. You can swim
Wading
over to
in
the boat if
water.
you'd like.
Yes.
And Basil is back to being a tarantula.
Yeah. Mary's gonna swim to the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
She has the Drake lean down and, like, you can grab onto its, like, beefy ass forearm and pull yourself up. She sits there for a moment and goes, you're not gonna be able to get the third hag.
What?
Just take the pay cut.
He's gone.
If you were in
Know
the
what you're saying.
Feywild, that's her home. Like her
Oh.
true home.
Oh.
Oh, so we could have gotten fucked.
I mean, I would assume with how much time we wasted, she probably just left. When a hag is in a coven and her sisters die,
They know about it.
she probably lost. They enhance each other. She probably had nothing left.
Yeah.
Teach her to make another coven.
If that's her intention. Or she could be running from anything. What if there's something else? And she starts looking around.
I mean, there was a big thing on the other side.
Did it see you?
I don't know. It was big. What
Like in the
did it actually look? You just said it's a ball.
I mean,
It's just like an
600 feet
orb?
away. It was just a giant green orb
Oh, okay.
that was slowly and then splashed into the water.
Explain that.
She's like, there's more panic in her voice than you guys have ever heard before. And she's like
Really?
looking around this room thinking like, is there
Something about
something?
the glow?
She just goes, I don't know if there was something else that this hag was running away from. I need everyone to make a perception check.
Is this place about to go kaput? Oh my god.
Oh, so easy. Tell me what I see.
God, this is tough. This is a rough day.
Kilo,
You are rolling like shit. today.
Kilo. Interestingly enough, your ability to see magical items almost triggered automatically while you were in that portal. And on your way out, you saw something glimmering gold at the bottom of the water, sort of stuck in the mud. Mary, at the surface, you're looking around now that you've gotten back in the boat, and you're kind of like tracking as Sheila's looking around, and you notice some sort of pollen-like substance start to come from the back right end of this chamber and across the lake.
This guy's in the boat. Get in the boat. I don't know what that is.
Yo, I'm in the boat.
Get in
And
the
it
fucking
it
boat.
scatters fast, and as you guys are climbing into the boat or getting into the air for Valxis' sake, it sort of surrounds you.
Oh god damn it.
You're not inhaling it. It's not poisonous. But suddenly you guys can all hear each other even though you're not speaking. Things that you would direct at each other. Things you're thinking about saying.
Oh no, dude.
I'm thinking, is there enough room in this boat for all of us in a
Scream.
crocodile?
Screaming.
No, I'm kidding.
you just hear.
You just hear his inner.
And then in all of your heads, almost in unison, you all hear, you all think very loudly. What's your question?
What about my ring?
What about it?
Does he hear stuff in his?
It's
in
this
his
isn't
Does he hear stuff?
no, there was nothing to resist here. It's your ability. If you want to break it, you can break it. You basically get a resistance to it if you don't want it to be part of you. So if you start hearing everyone's thoughts and you're like, nope, you can turn them off. So that's how I'm going to let your ring work. Because I know it's like, oh, no one can ever do any brain stuff to me. I'd rather you be able to choose. So if like a Philion wants to mind link with you, you don't have to be like, fuck you, got the ring, can't do it. It's more like
That's true,
you
'cause he
can.
wouldn't have been able to mind link to me.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's-
So it's more so
I get the
you can
special
like
password.
opt in, opt out if you want to. You kind of like tap the ring, boop, get out of my brain. But yeah, you heard that voice in your head. All of you.
I think pretty softly. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't.
You
think I
you
think
can
out
gather at a point like once all of you hear that, you
see
focus
crocodile
on it,
noises.
and now you understand like, okay, thoughts are staying thoughts and not projecting forward. Now you're all in like mind link space basically, where you have to intentionally project words towards each other if you were to want to speak mentally. But is anyone going to respond to this voice?
What?
Roxas says what I just said. Like he would say that. He would. I
What?
don't think I think that loud.
You saying it out loud, or are you saying it
Pretty
in your
softly.
brain,
He's like
projecting it back?
projecting it back.
Sherlock just says, what?
You think much louder than the lady who used to live here.
Had she must not have had many thoughts.
This is true.
What? Oh, hang on a second.
And as Mary, you're looking out where the spores came from, almost like stepping out of the shadow of the corner of the room, you see a medium-sized, kind of short, like 4 feet tall, walking mushroom.
Oh my fucking god. No way.
Is it really? Is it happening?
Does he have a knife?
Does he have an eye?
You can't see him from here. You don't even know where to look. She hasn't pointed it out yet.
Hey guys, what the hell is that?
She points off in the distance, and,
Oh my
and you do see a
God.
myconid that is currently stepping towards the water. It's 4 to 5 feet tall, and it does, in between its 2 little stubs, have a knife. But it doesn't look like it's aggressive. It kind of looks like it's just protecting
connected.
itself.
It's connected.
More confused crocodile noises.
Yeah. I don't know. You know where she went?
It it moves its head like it's a plant, and it like kind of just looks down at the water. I would assume where you just came from,
That's pretty fair.
Is
but
that
I
true?
wasn't watching. I don't know. Is it true? Did you see her?
No, it's a whole big area in there.
What about her pet?
What pet?
Pet.
It's what you'd all call a frog, but very big.
Oh.
I like frogs.
I mean,
No.
Probably.
It eats
does it-
people, which
does
is
it-
why I was hiding.
big frog.
Do you know where the frog usually stays?
Head gestures down to the portal. In
Oh.
there, unless summoned. But sometimes it comes by itself to eat fish.
Oh, do we move away from that? If they could come back at
Yeah,
any
no, we
moment,
should
move away
we
from
should
this?
totally get to shore. We should totally get to shore.
Did it see you?
Was
I
that the
don't
big
know.
green thing?
It
Is
is
it big and green
big.
round?
It is green.
Oh,
It
we gotta
is
move.
round.
We have to move now.
Also
We got-
paddling.
I had to tell y'all. Fuck.
Yeah, Valkis will just start swimming to the shore where
If you go
What are
too
you
far,
saying?
I can't speak to you.
Yeah,
You didn't tell
I
me
I
swim
where-
grab
towards
him.
it.
Oh, he's across the water on the shore, standing there like a and he just slowly. You
Oh,
guys see his steps.
I know.
He just slowly starts moving along the shore to where you guys are going to, very slowly. Like he's just lumbering along as you guys are doing it. And then you guys get to the shore. Bubbles start coming out of the water and popping
Oh,
where
God.
the portal was. Just
Yeah,
just
let's just
filters of bubbles coming up.
get back to the shore. So, should we take a chance to get ready, or should we just leave?
I
mean,
think we should just leave.
Isn't
I
this what
agree
we
with
decided?
Sheila.
yeah, let's just leave.
It's like we
What
tell
about-
them we found the Feywilds. Is that how that works?
I don't. Maybe we shouldn't tell people about that either.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous. I mean,
Oh.
We should
I
tell
will
your
be
family,
telling my
right?
mom.
Yeah, we should tell Mr. Bennett. They can.
Don't worry, I'll
something
keep
like
your
that.
secret from everyone. My mom's not everyone.
But I will be telling my mom.
I will be telling my mom. I will be telling my
Ugh.
mom that we did do drugs at this party. Okay,
No,
so
don't tell your mom.
Don't.
Don't tell your mom.
My mom would never tell your mom. What do you mean?
The myconid
I
is still
just mean-
slowly stepping its way along the shore.
what?
Somebody
should
go
we do
pick him
something
up. He's
about-
slow. We
I mean, we don't.
Yeah,
Do we?
I'm-
What do
I
you
mean,
mean pick him
are
up?
you
taking him?
Do we could just
I don't
kidnap?
have have to tell my mom. I'm just saying that if we
Whoa.
did tell my mom, that she'd probably have a better idea of how to handle the situation. But, you know,
But that's
but we
the
don't have to
issue,
tell
like,
my mom.
Do
this
you think we
realm
should
is
tell your
not
mom?
for mortal people.
Do you think you need to get your mom involved?
Most times, yeah.
Suddenly,
Oh fuck.
the light that has been, it's almost like if you put a pool light at the bottom of a pool and it lights up the bottom of the pool so everyone can see it. That light starts to get real dark as something is squeezing its way through the portal. You guys see, first pops up, it looks like 2 seaweed stalks, but they're like tentacle eyes pop out of the
Oh no.
portal. And then, which these are like, they're about the size of an arm, like into a hand, as if someone was holding an eyeball, like a giant eyeball, like the size of a baseball. And then when the head comes through, that's where the 15-foot sphere starts to pop through as it's filling the portal. And it's just working its way through. And that humming turns into a low rumble as this thing is like pushing through the portal.
More confused crocodile nose is running.
Myconid makes its way
Are
up
we
to you
running?
and goes, "So, is everyone going to leave?"
Yes.
You're coming
I
with.
pi-
Do you
Here,
want
do you need?
come with us if you want
Hey,
to?
right
do you
now.
need?
Yes.
Do you need help
Cox's
moving,
head
little
to the
guy?
side. Cox head to the side. At you're coming with us. I didn't even get asked. Am I being
You want to stay in here with that?
taken?
I guess you are
You're
now, and I
being
like.
rescued. Do
What?
not resist.
Come with us if you want to live.
no! And it's just like you grab him and start pulling. And I mean, he's made of mushroom. It's really easy for you to just pull him.
Yeah, I do.
As this thing shoots out of the water and crests to the top. This thing is massive for you guys. Oh, someone pinged it actually perfectly. I don't know how you did that, but
I'm gonna save him.
it's right here. Blasts out of the water and is making a beeline straight for you guys. I would say all of your tokens get moved, obviously. Back to where the boat. You moved the boat back where you came from.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
And this
is that?
thing
That's like
takes
from
it's a
Monsters,
full
Inc.
round to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40.
That's from fucking Monsters Inc. Bro.
Goes about that far. I'm gonna move the other 2 of you way down here.
That's the dude
Goes
who
about that
gets a
far,
sock
and
on
it's
his back.
it's beelining straight for you guys, and it doesn't roar or anything, and that's almost the scariest part.
Jeez.
Go.
As
go,
tentacles start whipping out of the water and trying to propel it forward.
Oh.
I cast kinetic jaunt on myself, and now I move 10 feet faster.
Cool.
Oh,
Go.
Yeah, I just, you know, oh, that's right. I have my wings. I do my
Splash,
wings for a
splash,
minute.
splash, splash,
I do my
splash.
wings
It's
for a
pulling
minute.
itself
I'm
towards you.
ready.
Aphelion,
Mid-stride.
perception check.
Yeah.
I have the mushroom. I'm flying up.
You
the
notice
stairs.
there's this giant
Uh-huh.
square gap, like hole in the ceiling. Not where you guys
What?
go up the stairs, but right in the center of the lake. There's this giant hole in the ceiling.
Huh?
That's all I'm telling you. Are you guys moving?
Fuck, run!
I'm running.
Okay.
Bro, this is Temple
Mid-stride, I'm
Run.
gonna
Run.
drop
You guys
out of,
sprint up the stairs. I need a strength check from Drell to basically carry or pull this 5-foot tall mushroom man. Yeah, you're fine.
Easy.
You were just you like picked him up like a baby and are running up the stairs.
I use my wings too, so I'm.
Are you flying? You're flying up.
zooming,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So you're zooming. You and Valxis with the plus 10 speed for Valxis, 10 feet, and then Kilo behind him, and then Aphelion, Mary, Sheila, Ben, all in the back as you two go way up, super fast.
I'd like to use my invisibility.
You turn invisible. Are you still climbing the stairs though?
Yeah.
Are you going in the back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're the last one flying up these stairs. You guys start going up the stairs. This thing moves further towards you, up the stairs, further towards you, upstairs, further towards you. You hear in feel the rumble as it smacks onto the land and starts going towards the stairs. But you guys don't see anything. At this point, it's like 30, 40, 50 feet below you as you guys are rapidly running up these stairs until you hear the splintering of wood as it is smashing the stairs trying to get to you guys.
Bro.
Run.
I need a dexterity saving throw from anyone who's on their feet.
+3.
Oh, let's go, Valxis. Hell yeah, I did something good for once.
That one.
Oh no.
Mary,
You're
no.
dead. Kilo, you're dead.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So, in this circumstance,
You're dead.
Aphelion and Jin, you guys keep trucking up the stairs. You were the first two after the flyers. You guys are trucking up the stairs.
No.
You guys, Kilo stumbles over himself and gets ready to get back up as he stepped through a piece of wood and had to pull his leg back out and keep climbing, which then has Mary collide into the back of him and fall backwards. And Ben catches her while invisible and saves the nat 1 from her falling down the entire flight of stairs. Gets her back on her feet. Kilo takes like a good moment to get his leg out as you guys continue up this flight of stairs, but the three of you are significantly far behind the rest, and the stairs are starting to smash, and there's this weird screech from behind you as you guys are slowly feeling that the earth itself around these walls or dirt is falling as this thing is squeezing itself through and trying to climb up this dirt shaft that is leading these stairs up. You guys actually look down between the slots of the stairs, and you can see one of the eyes staring back up you as you guys start flying up these stairs. You guys match this thing's movement speed. You are currently climbing at the same rate, and this thing is maybe 10 feet beneath you.
Oh shit!
As you're all sprinting up the stairs. You guys, the flyers, you can only fly for a minute, and you guys remember it was like a 3-minute step down. It's probably like a minute and a half if you guys are running. So you get about a minute up, Drell, before you and the Myconid land on your feet and have to start running. Valxis, you're still shooting up on your wings. Sheila behind Jin and Aphelion, you guys are still running. One of you turns back to look, and Kilo, Mary, and Ben are not there, but you still hear them climbing below. They're just slowed down at some point, and you guys are flying up. Valxis and Drell get to the top and fly out into the hallway again. And are you guys going to wait there, or are you making your way out?
Fuck no. I'm going to start opening up more doors.
What doors?
What other doors?
Oh,
What
I knocked them all down.
doors
That's
have we
right. Let's
opened?
go.
What doors? What doors are
Thinking
here for you
ahead,
to open up?
Drell. What is
Oh, that's right. I fucking kicked down the doors already.
You kicked down every door. What a wonderful decision.
Let's go. Just keep running.
So you're just going to keep running? Okay, so you two are...
Fuck yes.
Is Valxis going to keep... He just walked away. God damn it. I was going to say, is Valxis going to keep running? Because if so, you two are gone by the time that Jin, Aphelion, and Sheila get to the top of the stairs.
Bro, you think I'm gonna stop so we can regroup with a giant fucking
You're gone.
frog?
Are you going out the front door? Or are you just leaving?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna be outside.
You bolt outside. How far are you going outside?
Oh, just outside the front door.
You're just going to stand outside the front door?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The rest of you get to the top of the stairs. You know there's a little space beneath you before the other three get up. Aphelion, Jin, what are you guys doing?
There was a big frog-sized hole in the ceiling.
It wasn't frog-sized.
Yes, it was a big hole.
It's a big hole. It's probably like 10 by 10. Maybe
What
15
the
by
fuck?
15, but that thing cannot leap that high, probably. Oh, look who finally figured it out.
Right there. It comes out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's the chimney.
It's not a chimney, but if any of you guys had investigated any of the walls or anything close enough, you probably could have found that that's just a giant hole that if one of you jumped in, you would have gone down to the water.
Oh my god, you mean
insane.
that
Yeah,
was
what-
to scale?
If anyone had figured it out, you guys would have been able to pull apart pieces of wood to find this shaft that kind of smells like, dank, whatever. And if one of you tried to it was pitch black,
Hey,
but if one of you had tried to jump in, you would have fallen about 120 feet into that lake.
Would it have been straight into the portal off the the?
No,
speed that
portal
we're
was sort of
going on the
northwest-ish of it.
Offset.
You also wouldn't. I don't think you would have plunged 40 feet down. I don't think you have that much force. maybe like 20, but
Yeah.
nonetheless. Oh, that could have been cool. I could have put it right under the portal and you guys right into the portal. That was sick. But yeah.
God, and then they might have been gone for like years.
And
Uh-huh. Yeah. By the time anyone got to them, yeah.
Yeah, they could be gone for years.
Uh-huh. Well, not years, more like days.
Well, the
Would've been days
Feywild
in the
works in strange,
Feywild.
weird, strange
Days in the
ways.
Feywild, a few
Hours
minutes into your time.
Well,
Wait, anyway.
But Jin and Aphelion,
Where's
you
the
guys
other
get to the
three?
top of the stairs with Sheila. And she's like looking around. Wait, where did Valxis and Drell go?
Probably ran ahead, like doing the smart thing, because that's what
Fucking
Valxis
Christ!
does. Valxis does the smart thing, and then
Yeah,
Drell
right
just
ahead.
kind of follows.
So they both, you
Where's
both
the other
sprinted
three?
outside?
Yeah.
Cool. Where are the other three? She looks back and goes, I don't know, they were lower. They stumbled or something, I don't know. You hear a roar
Jake,
coming
can
from
you hear
the stairs.
Oh.
and just like the running of Kilo comes flying up around the corners. You see an invisible Mary looks like she's floating as Ben carries her up the rest of the stairs and puts her down at the top. I'm assuming, unless you want to keep carrying her, Ben.
Do I have a round of actions that I can take before?
Sure, but you are kind of carrying a person. So
Well,
keep
do
that
I-
in mind.
Okay,
Unless you want to put her
putting
down.
them down.
Okay, so you put her down. Yeah,
at
you got
the
around.
top. I would like to
Mary just comes in
Use-
floating.
an item interaction
Mhm.
to throw a flask of oil at the stairs, and then
Okay.
use an action
Bro,
to use a tinderbox to light it.
Okay. So you're just throwing
That's
it
what I
at
would
the
do.
stairs? Are you opening it and pouring it? Are you trying to hope it shatters?
Yeah, just like splash bottle.
Okay.
Like, it does say I can throw it somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and it'll shatter.
Yeah. Are you throwing it to shatter or are you pouring it?
I'm throwing it.
Okay. You throw it. It shatters. A tentacle whips up around the side of the stairs. You pull out the tinderbox. You strike it. The part that's got all the oil on it bursts into flames, and you hear a screech as one of the tentacles catches fire and then starts whipping the wall. It
I would like
seemingly
to-
held it back a little bit. You don't know how long.
Yeah, continue running.
You guys just run.
run.
You guys
Oh,
bolt
run,
out
run,
the
run,
front
run,
door. Drell and Valxis are standing there waiting for you guys.
Run! That thing's really fucking.
Oh, just keep going.
Are you guys
Oh,
just gonna
okay.
keep sprinting?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we cannot keep. We cannot keep.
Are you guys gonna?
There are-
Valxis, are you stopping, or are you? They all started running.
We just can't run into the trees.
You guys start running.
Wait, there's like scary things in these woods. We should probably stop and think before the whole place.
Stay on the trail. Like,
Yeah.
Put some distance between us and this place as quick as possible, but stay on the trail. Don't go in the trees. Just
Okay. Okay.
Single file.
Oh,
Single
this is fun.
file.
This is so fun. This is very fun. Didn't know we were getting a chase out of this session. That was fun.
Dude, oh fuck.
left.
You guys all get out the front door.
Seriously.
I'd say you sprint. I'd put you guys all like here.
Oh, right, 'cause the
Ish.
distances is
Right, the distances are crazy. Before you guys turn around and hear just the shattering of wood as this thing bursts through the front of the hut. Bursts through the front of the hut and screeches. One of its tentacles is burnt, just like whipping around, shattering wood, dust going everywhere. It like pushes the entire corpse flower that was there aside and is like giving chase.
Oh, angry frog, angry frog.
Oh
And
god.
keep running.
Okay. How long does your 10 increased movement speed last?
It
Up to a
lasts
minute. So it's gone. It's gone. So
Cool.
you're back at 30. The only it's only two of you can go anything 40 or higher right now. So Kilo and Drell start getting ahead. Drell is about 5 feet ahead of Kilo. Kilo is about 10 feet ahead of the rest of you. As you guys are all running. So I'd say it's like it's like this. Well, like this. This is the order of operations, kind of how you guys are all running out. Valxis, you're definitely ahead because you guys were running forward. It's
ahead,
kind of like
yeah.
that. Yeah. So you guys are sprinting, and suddenly on the sides of the forest, coming out of the forest, silhouettes just start stumbling towards the path.
Not now.
As all of the zombies slowly start moving in hearing these screams of run, we need to go, stay on the trail. They're like starting to come out, like each of them stumbling forward. I need to check something super fast before we continue.
You don't have to.
I do though. Where are we? We are.
That's what I expected the first time that we broke in.
Well, you guys snuck past it.
I was gonna say we only broke in one time.
Oh, I assumed that would have been the first thing that we would have run into, and not the last.
So, okay. I gotta separate these into categories. So some of them are moving real slower than you guys are. So you guys are dodging pretty easily. However, some of them are making their way out very quickly to the trail, running as fast as they can. Because some of these move at 35 feet a second, and some move at 20 feet a second. So some of them are really slow and really hanging behind, and others are dashing forward. So I would say it's kind of like this. Drell, you and Kilo, I would say, are both able to get past the first set of them and get down to about here as they're moving forward, and the rest of you are going to sort of get caught off. You can try to dash past them, possibly take attacks of opportunity, because you guys are dashing. They don't have dash intent right now. So you guys are free to attempt to dash if you would like, or sit and fight, or, I mean, Voxus, you can fly. You're safe. They can't reach you. You're up in the air. If you fly 10 feet up in the air, they can't touch you.
Just off.
So Voxus, you're safe. You're able to leave. You get about there, but like in the air, whatever. The rest of you are all moving up. Sheila's also flying. So the four of you that are on the ground: Mary, Ben, Aphelion, Jin.
Could I pick up Mary?
Strength check. Mary, are you allowing him to pick you up?
Hell yeah.
I only say that because
Easy.
he is the smallest.
Yeah. You ever like piggyback on your back
Cool.
without getting in your way the way of your wings.
Okay,
It's
cool.
sort of like the way like you would fly on the back of a dragon.
More like front back.
So you're not in the way of the wings. She's kind of grabbing onto you like a backpack, like a kid on the back of their dad or
Like
something. You know?
Falcor.
Yeah, like,
Piggyback.
basically. So Mary, you're now safe. Aphelion, Ben, Jin. Ben, are you still invisible, and how long does your invisibility last?
You're like an hour for invisibility,
Is it an hour?
unless it's like a special class feature invisibility.
I think
It's
it
just
is an
like-
hour.
An hour? Cool. You're still invisible. You're safe. Actually, roll a stealth check at advantage for me. There's just zombies are dumb, so
I just like how the last thing,
Ow.
first thing I see of Ben after running is just
damn
a
it.
flask being pulled out, tinderbox.
yeah. You guys
Mary
saw a
being
flask
carried
come
in
out of nothing and fire just spark. But Ben, you're doing a hard time. It's having a hard time while running. There's still like branches stomping under, like cracking underneath your feet and stuff. That something could probably know you're there. But you think with Aphelion and Jin as easy targets, you're probably safe. Aphelion and Jin, are you guys doing anything to try to get past these zombies? You can either dash, or you can fight, or you can do something.
I'm gonna run. And I'm gonna take the dodge action, but I'm not gonna dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna only run
So
30 feet.
everything that tries to hit you gets disadvantage. So I'm gonna say for right now, I'm gonna put Mary next to Voxus just to show that they're like sort of together like this. I'm gonna move
Aaron's
not
saying
that
that Jim
zombie.
will dash through.
You guys get to about, I'd say like here, where Aphelion would come up to about here. Or he'd be in the same speed, but they'd be closing in. I'm gonna say two of them get to you to make an attack, and Jin would be behind you, so they're not gonna only attack you. Ben, you're running and hoping they're gonna focus on other people. Ben, are you gonna try to take the dodge action as well,
Yeah.
or are you gonna dash?
If you're invisible, I
If
don't
you
think you need to
dash,
take
if you
dodge.
dash, you're gonna be able to get ahead. But Aphilion's gonna be lagging behind because he's taking the dodge action.
Yeah, I think honestly,
And assuming you
could
guys
probably
dash,
do that.
actually, it might be more like this, because if the others are dashing, it's probably more back
I'd be in
here,
the
and
back.
you're back.
Because Jin's dashing.
Is Jin
and then
dashing?
Ben- Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Aaron said in the
Okay.
chat, live session chat.
Mhm.
AJ, you're invisible. You could dash.
Yeah, I'll dash.
Okay. So you guys dash. I'm gonna have you just be like up here to be like you're under the flyers. I would say that when you're dashing, the one over, is that showing? Yeah, the one there and the one there. Each one's gonna make a swipe at each of you, and then Aphilion's gonna have 2 on him, but he's dodge actioning. I need music again. Where'd the music go? Rip music.
'Cause it's terror.
Okay, so
again.
this is important because 2 of them have special markers on them because we have 2 different types of fast zombies here. So, each of them is going to make 2 claw attacks.
Oh.
So, 2 on Ben. That is a 7 plus 5, 12. The bot's gone! No! Ben, does 12 hit?
Juggling. 12 does hit, yeah.
Okay, so 12. Well, beats it, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. I'll do the damage in a second. A second one comes in for 16 to hit.
At disadvantage? Or do you just do
He
one
dashed. He doesn't have disadvantage.
invisible? So like things attacking invisible thing?
So I gave him advantage on the stealth with the invisibility,
Ooh, gotcha.
and he rolled a 4. So he's
Gotcha,
still
no, I thought
brushing
if,
past one of them, and they're like, it's still striking out. You know what? Fuck it.
No, gotcha. No, I just thought for invisibility.
Well, he needs to roll. Is your AC 12?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled 4 times. Nothing was lower than a 12. So the 12 was the lowest I got, which was a 7 on the die. For 9 total points of slashing damage. On Jin, that's a 17 and a 23. I don't know what his AC is. I'm checking now. 17 and a 23. His AC is a 19, so only one of those hits. For...
Discord must be active or something.
Yeah. For 5 points of slashing damage, cut down to 2 because you're still in Morbounder form. So, Aphelion, disadvantage attack, 2 disadvantage attacks from the one on your right. Disadvantage makes that a 20. And then disadvantage makes that a natural 1. So only 1 attack hits you there.
Okay.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
5 points
From the
slashing.
one on your left,
Yes.
it speeds up to you and then explodes. I need you to make Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
I would say because you're dodge actioning at advantage.
Constitution saving throw. You say at advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This bad. Come on. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Probably not enough still. Give it to me. I can take it.
You take 10 points of poison damage cut down to 5. And it explodes and you have gunky ass zombie all over you. And that one is just gone. I would say that so from this point, you can get ahead of the one that's next to you. Are you dodge actioning again? Say we entered another round. Oh, and this thing is there.
Now we're starting another round? Okay.
It dashed, so it's catching up to you. You turn around and this thing is just fucking stomping and tentacles whipping, and it opens up its mouth and it's bigger. It could probably fit like 3 of you in it at once. But it gets stopped by zombies. And not stopped, but hit by. And it's just going to ignore them and keep going. But they're going to attack it. So because you slowed down, this is going to be interesting. You're still dodge actioning before we go into the next round. However, you guys weren't that far ahead of this thing, and this thing has a 20-foot reach. And it dashed to go 60 where you went 30 and dodged. So this thing gets 4 attacks in a turn. I'm trying to see how I want to utilize this. So, okay, 1 bite attack comes down on the zombie to its right. Which is a 15 plus 10. It's 25. For 10, 12. Oop. For 19 plus 6. It kills it. Dead. Fucking dead. This thing just gets eviscerated. It's going to use 1 tentacle attack to hit you. Or try to hit you. Disadvantage. 23 on the first roll. 29 on the second roll. I need you to make strength saving throw at advantage.
Flat roll. 2 5d20s. 15.
15's good. You don't get grappled. And it's rolling really low on damage. That's a 1. Okay, well, plus 8 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 6 is 19 points of bludgeoning damage as a tentacle comes forward and whips at you and catches you on the back as you're moving out of the way. It goes to grip you, but you take a quick sidestep as the tentacle were to wrap and instead, like, leap over it.
Oh, no, guys. I have 1 HP.
It takes a second tentacle attack to hit one of the zombies to its side for a 26.
It was nice knowing you, bud.
This is nice knowing.
That zombie's dead. And then it's you're like turned around to like partially dodge this attack and like react to the fact that it hit you, and you see it takes its tongue, grabs, and swallows both of these zombies on the left. They're just gone. Okay. Oh, nope. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. These 2 are just gone.
Everything's
We
gone.
did it. We did it. We did it. So those 2 are just gone.
Woo.
You were at 1 HP. If you both dash now, so we're assuming we're on another round. It just used attack actions, so it can't dash. So right now, it has 30 feet of movement. If you choose to dash, you have 60, and you can get 30 feet ahead of it. If you choose to dodge action, you guys are going to stay equidistant from each other, and it can hit you on the next round. So what are you going to do?
If I take the dash, then I could get hit by the zombie next.
You could... Well, the one that's right next to you, I would say you can out... Well, you can't outpace them. Those ones are 35 speed.
Yeah.
But they're not going to dash. So if you dash, you take 60. You get away from the one that just hit you. But there are the other 2 that can try to move in on you. Try, but they also just watched 3 of their zombie brethren get absolutely eviscerated by a giant frog. Or if you have any other things you can think of.
My AC's not going to matter. I just need the speed.
Yeah.
Do you have any more wild shapes? Can you
I
wild
got
shape
one.
into something fast?
I can wild shape into a horse with a movement speed of 60 feet.
And then if you dash, is a wild shape an action or a bonus action?
Wild shape wild shape only for starter form is a bonus, but for animals it's an action.
Okay, so you'd still get 60 in a movement, but you get that if you dash too.
Yeah, but I'll also be consistent. Fuck it, I'll just turn into a horse. I'm turning into a horse.
Sure. Are you running 60?
Yep.
Okay, I would say, is everyone else still dashing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the way this works out, because every dash, Kilo's running 20 feet faster, and Drell's running 30 feet faster. Drell, you get out to about here. Kilo gets out to about here. And the rest of you, Kilo gets a little further. Hold on. Kilo gets a little further. Drell gets a little further. It's sort of like this at this point, and you catch up to them. you see that the 3 that are behind turn and go towards the frog, which then dashes to get to like here. And this one is going to move up and try to catch you. So you're going to have one more husk trying to hit you, and it's not one of the explodey boys.
It's not an explodey boy, okay.
Natural 1 on the first hit.
Nice, just dodge it.
And a 7 plus 5 on the second.
You're
what is
better?
a horse's AC?
It's 10.
You also have, as a wild shape, do you have horse health?
Yeah,
I have horse
now.
health.
Okay, so AC is 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 claw attack hitting you.
You're just better.
Which is
Oh, shut the fuck up.
9 points of slashing damage to horse version of you.
I'm still a horse.
Good. So you're still a horse. You take this claw attack and dash past it.
Oh, fuck.
I would say it's like here now, so it won't have reach on you again.
You say I took 9 hit points?
9 points of damage as the horse.
Okay.
You turn back and see that all of the zombies are converging on this thing, and it has halted its movement to take care of them. You guys just you turn back and you see that this one gets eviscerated and this one gets eviscerated, but the rest are still attacking it. Just out of curiosity.
Get up.
I need to go check what I.
I hope the forest kills itself. That'll be the best thing ever. For
I
this
know.
adventure.
If I'm riding,
I never liked
I'm sorry?
dogs.
What, Cass?
if I'm basically like flying with Valxis, would I be able to like turn around and maybe cast any kind of spell at the frog?
You
to
would
kill
try.
the
If it's a
zombie?
spell attack, I'd give it disadvantage because you're technically grappled.
Oh, okay.
But totally up to you. It kind of looks like everyone's sort of broken free from it at this point, and that it's being swarmed by these zombies. But also, in this moment, you guys, at least Drell and Kilo, pretty close behind, get to the shore, and there's no boat. You guys are just kind of here because you guys told them 4 days, and it's been 1.
Yup.
You guys get to about here. You hear the roaring in the distance as it's pop, 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 killing things.
Keep going, keep running, go.
We're out of places.
You guys
to
are
run.
at the shore. Where are you going?
Go right.
He just yells, "Go right!" and you guys bank to the right and just keep running.
Yeah, it's back to the right.
Mary, roll me 2 D100s and we'll keep the highest one.
Okay.
Hmm? 59. Okay. You guys keep running, and Mary, not having to focus on running, you notice that from behind you. Hold on. Moving things into position.
Yo, would you pay money for the spider to get bigger?
That takes an hour to do. Takes a fucking hour. You notice from behind, you like look over Valx's shoulder to see, if it's giving chase, and you see the will-o-wisps making a wall behind your exit of this dungeon.
Fucking pog.
Almost like the spirits of the adventurers who came here before you, blocking your exit, blocking the exit of this frog that probably killed a few of them.
Let's go.
And
Let's go.
I mean, they can just phase into this thing and slowly bleed it out if it can't hit them, and they have an AC that's pretty fucking high. But so that's probably gonna hold them back for a while. And you see one of them like glimmer, almost as if like to signal to you that it's the one that you interacted with. No, the one that got punched, but the one that Mary like came up to and like bonded with.
What's up, bro?
The one that got punched is just like.
But you guys book it off to the right. You're still on the shore. You get a distance where you only hear the roars so far away that you're like, there's no shot that thing could even follow us at this point. And you guys are effectively out of the chase.
The one that Drell punched is just flipping Drell off as we all run past, if it could.
I'm gonna fall face forward in the sand and drop invisibility.
Okay. You guys see like hands form in the sand, and then it forms into Ben.
You see his
Like
face in
heavy
the sand
breathing.
first.
Mm-hmm. A lot of you guys have not done that much cardio.
I will glide down and.
Can we get more chill music, please?
Yes.
And you guys are effectively safe from the chase, having killed 2 out of the 3 hags.
We did it.
The horse with blue eyes lays down in the mud.
Yeah, blue, a pale blue horse, blue
Which one of
eyes.
y'all-
I
Which
think
one of
we
y'all
take.
had 1 HP?
Hmm.
Which one of y'all had 1 HP?
You just see this horse just like sort of bleeding on the ground.
It's just bleeding out.
Hey, you should probably change back. I can help.
I'll revert back to
Morphs back into a Philion form. You see a
Just
gigantic. You look at him as he like kind of like keels over a little bit. He's been wearing this entire time a living armor. It's basically vines and thorns that are like almost seeping off his life energy. And where this thing whipped him on the back is just this giant tear in the vines, an open striked wound on his
Is it
back.
bad? What does it look like? Oh, God.
It's, no, you look great.
Is it bad, Cap? Is it bad?
Fucking knees scraped.
She's gonna like basically just kind of like rest her hands on his shoulders and cast Cure Wounds
Ah.
at 3rd level.
Oh,
So you have
Jesus
15 points. That's kind of a shit roll. I mean,
that's better. That's
Better than
thank you,
one.
Mary.
and then
Oh.
also my last one, I will give you an additional D6.
I would save it. Ugh.
Well, I just need a long rest, but I have another 3rd level Cure Wounds if I need it. So take another D6.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you want me to roll
Do
that?
I? You
Or-
roll it. The healer
This
rolls
is
it.
doing great.
Another cure wounds.
No, this one is my healing light.
Okay. Yeah, you roll it. If it's healing light, you roll.
Warlock shit.
Oh, it's a 5.
Wonderful.
Okay.
21 points.
You guys are currently sort of like collapsed on the sandish mud that sits here on the shore of this island. You've effectively
that wasn't
destroyed the
expected.
coven, but not all the hags.
What do we have to do? Just the covering, or do we have to kill all the hags? Or is like, what was the main thing that? your
Hold
mom
on,
was-
I had this written down in my book. As Jin is laying down.
Jin, are you morphing out of Moorbounder finally?
Yeah, he is unmorphing.
Unmorphing puts his. It's funny.
Unmorphing
He
time.
puts his swords down, and they like. It's like they go in the sand and.
That's
Which
pretty cool.
you didn't notice because you were like in a rush to leave. Your swords did not go out from the water.
Oh, sick. Sick.
I'll roll onto my side.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lay there.
I just wrote down about the
Hey.
coven, guys. I didn't write down what our job was.
Hey, Jin.
I'm sorry.
Can you roll me a? Hey, Jin. Can you roll me either a nature, or a survival check? At advantage.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
All right.
Jin,
Oh, what's up?
end the coven, but the side note was to bring back the hags, dead or alive.
Yeah.
But the big headliner was to end the coven.
A 24.
Natural 20.
You know that thing, seeing it that close up, was a froghemoth.
That is a,
What a name.
it's a frog.
Froghemoth. Yeah. First time you've seen one in person. It's kind of fucking wild.
I've read about these.
I mean,
I
you could
do
just look
think,
up a
though, guys,
froghemoth
we
if you want all the information on them. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna sit here and recite them to you.
Guys, I think maybe we kill that in the morning after a nice day of rest.
You think we're gonna?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
think we're
whoa!
gonna?
You think we can
kill
kill
that?
that?
That thing was just
I
gobbling
think-
down. Like,
I think it retreats and goes home.
you're crazy,
Nah,
though.
nah,
No, you're
man.
no.
No, in the morning, I use a 3rd level spell. I cast Sending to the man who rows the boat. He rows it to the island. We
Why don't
can't
you
do
just
that
try
now.
to squeeze out a spell right now? Just really force it. Just see what happens.
Oh my god.
Do I know?
Honestly,
Do I know what happens? If
Listen,
I try
man,
and-
you want to get off this fucking island, you might as well just try to squeeze one out.
Jesus.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Do you want to try it?
I want to try it. Yeah.
What's the worst that could
far-
happen? It's
Wait,
like
do
a
you not have
muscle,
a
right?
spell slot?
Is
Fucking
No, he doesn't
cars,
have the
the
spell slot.
third sundering of the world.
No. I
Wait,
got this.
for
I got this.
For Kitha, how far is it?
For Cathal, you guys were rowing for like 3 hours
It's a long swim.
with multiple people rowing.
Yeah, it is.
If
far.
he's doing it by himself, it might take
I'm saying-
double,
all I'm
if
saying
not
is
triple
that-
that time.
Get some rest. I can ask one of
Are you doing it?
this island's wildlife
Alexis, are
to
you doing it?
send the message instead of having
Okay.
to.
I need a D100 from you.
Can I give him one of my spell slots?
Nope, it's too late.
It would still be part of this D100 thing.
What should I look up for the Froghemoth? Like,
Froghemoth.
what can I
If
look
you
up?
want to look up
The-
Froghemoth, you can look up Froghemoth and know that information. You rolled a natural 20.
Okay, the only thing I'm seeing is like it's monster sheet. Oh, here we
It's
go.
turned into a fucking flower pot.
God,
please.
You really focus. Actually, roll me on top of that. I need you to roll me just a flat D20. We're looking for above 12 here. Nope.
oh guys, we could have took this. Guys, we actually could have took this.
So you
ain't gonna
don't
lie.
get the
Just
spell
ages
slot back,
70 years.
but you really start focusing on it and focusing on it and focusing on it, and then you go to speak the words that are going to go in the sending spell, and no words come out of your mouth. Instead, pink bubbles come floating out of your mouth.
Did he do it?
Oh, like he starts. He's just
It goes
saying
for about a
over and
minute.
over again.
Oh.
Can I go pop one?
You pop it, it's just a bubble.
Valks just starts fucking freaking out.
You freak out. A minute goes by very quickly in this case before you're like, oh my god!
I'm not gonna be able to sing anymore. I can't sing anymore. I'm not gonna be able to. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna be able to perform anymore.
I'm gonna be able to. It catches your words halfway through a sentence.
I can talk.
You want to try again?
I look at Jin.
If you want to try again, you can try again.
I'm never doing that again.
Okay. AJ, if you want to give him a spell slot, I'm gonna need you to roll the D100.
It's a second level spell slot.
Well,
Wait,
he needs
guys,
a
if I
third,
remember
so if you want to give him a
correctly,
second
man,
and a first, I
If
would
we
need
had
two
just hit that
D100s.
Froghemoth with lightning, we would have smoked that thing. Those things
Wait,
are
what?
like.
How do you
If you want to
these?
try to give him a third level spell
Huh?
slot,
Oh, I studied them when I was a kid,
It's-
man.
What?
I do
Somebody
not
say
have a third level
lightning?
spell slot available.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm saying if
just
you wanna give him a
lightning.
2 and a
my
1
sword does
to make
lightning,
3.
actually.
I
Oh,
got
we would have
lightning.
smoked this thing.
So
give me guys, give me
does
like half a
sending
second with
require
AJ.
two?
So
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you want to give him a third level spell slot by giving him a 2 and a 1, I would need 2 D100s from you.
Well, what does sending cast at?
Third level.
Yeah, it's a third level.
Okay, sure.
So you're gonna do a 2 and a 1.
Oh
A 2 and a 1.
So you walk over to Valxis to like as he's like getting his voice back, and you just like put your hands on his shoulders and really focus on trying to pass on your magical energy, knowing that you are being created entirely out of magic. And I need 2 separate D100s from you.
What are you, Ben? What are
Ooh.
you doing, Ben? Ben, what are you doing?
A 91 and a 29.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Phases out, flips
One of them
out.
doesn't do anything. You put your hands on his shoulders and you really think and you focus. And suddenly both of you teleport 60 feet to the east. But the magic channels and almost like shadows falling off of Ben's shoulders and rolling down his arms that get absorbed into Valxis. Valxis, you now are weirdly confident that you could probably cast Sending. So knock 1 first level and 1 second level spell slot off of Ben and tack a third level onto Valxis. This only worked because you guys spent time in the Feywild. You had like
Bruh.
residual magics coming off of you from the Feywild.
Bruh.
Nice.
Gross.
No, but I'm serious, guys. We actually could have dusted that.
While
thing.
you're
A lot
saying
of us
that,
do
I'm
lightning
serious, guys. We
damage.
could have dusted that, poof, poof, and they're just way over there now.
Oh, how'd they get over here?
What the?
What did you just do, Ben?
What is happening?
Ben, you're
Well,
confident
just
you
gave
sent
you-
him some magic somehow.
Yeah, I just gave you magic.
You can do that?
Duh.
Jin, did you say it's lightning is good against it?
Yeah, like really
Too
good,
late.
actually.
I could do lightning. I'll just pass out.
Okay, he passes
I'm
out.
telling you,
tired.
come morning, guys. We smoked this thing.
Are you sending the sending spell?
Yeah, I'll send the sending spell.
Weirdly, you don't feel like you have a word limit.
Whoa.
Even
the fuck?
better.
That's crazy.
The magic, I was going to give the magic users the first spell you guys cast coming out of the Feywild was going to be partially enhanced. In this case, sending is going to have some residual, no word limit.
What if I had something cooler? God damn it.
Too bad you use sending.
All right, I say, what was the boat guy's name?
Do any of you remember before you cast the spell?
No.
You want me to
Noxus,
remember
you can
the
give me a
boat guy's
history
name?
check if you'd like to remember his name before I just tell you. Because I feel like it'd be too
Can I
cheap to give
recall
it to you
it?
for free. Do you want another recall point use, or do you want him to run with that 17?
We'll try with the 17.
Grinch.
Grinch,
Right.
you're asleep.
Right.
Yeah.
I say hey
Yeah.
Grinch, it's Valxis. We killed two of the hags. The third one has escaped. We don't know where they went.
We
But
do. It's the
Coven is broken
Feywild.
up. We would love it if you could come and get us as soon as possible because this is a fucking death island and this place fucking sucks. With love, Valxis and the gang. P.S.
Your full
You
name.
can reply to this message. P.P.S. Please send medical supplies.
Your
You-
full name. Valxis Winterlight and the game.
You go quiet, and you wait for a second, and you hear, am I supposed to send the medical supplies with someone else? And then come as soon as... Yeah, I'm gonna come with medical supplies, but
Oh, thank God.
escaped where? Is it coming to the city? Do I need to alert the guards? What is going on?
Oh,
He doesn't
wait.
get
He has
unlimited
a
words
limit.
back.
Ah, man, poor guy.
Oh no.
As
Oh,
far as you're
fucking
aware,
wreck.
he is on his way with medical supplies, but he's also concerned that this hag possibly escaped
all-
towards the
all
island,
that
or towards the
matters.
land.
All that matters is he's coming to get us.
What's his name? Grinch?
Grinch.
Grinch Sanchez?
No, just Grinch.
Grinch
So,
bugbear.
Grinch the bugbear.
That was a
look,
joke.
guys, first big mission.
Because he sounds like...
Not bad, huh?
You guys do
Not
have
bad.
2 items, or an item you grabbed, and then you left one behind in the bottom of that lake. You do have one more item that you retrieved from the basement
harp,
floor.
Right? The liar. The
Yeah?
liar.
Yeah, the flute.
Yeah.
I will identify the liar.
As you're identifying it, you realize your identify spell is struggling because there are 2 items there. The strap is its own item.
I pull the strap off of the liar.
You pull the strap off of the liar, and you realize, like, someone just took their belt off and used it as a strap to hold the liar,
Oh
and
my
we're
God.
double using items by using
What's
a
the
belt
belt?
as the strap that holds the liar to their body.
I identify both of them.
Okay.
Oh my god, I swear to God, if he gets a fucking
so,
belt of dexterity right now.
the
this
liar-
motherfucker-
The liar is a liar of building. While holding this liar, you can cast mending as an action. You can also play the liar as a reaction when an object or structure you see within 300 feet of you takes damage, causing it to be immune to damage and any further damage of the same type that's being cast until the start of your next turn. So you can just make a structure immune to damage. In addition, you can play the liar as an action to cast any of these spells: Fabricate, Move Earth, Pass Wall, or Summon Construct. And that
Pretty good.
spell can't be cast again until the next dawn. So you get 4 free spells, once used per
What?
spell.
You gotta-
Attunement only by a bard.
God damn.
The next
Oh, you're
item
welcome.
That's
is
gonna play
called
Fortnite.
the next item is called a dragon hide belt.
Bro, this
Uh,
sounds good.
Only requires attunement by a monk.
Oh wow, that's a me thing.
This
That's
finely
crazy.
detailed belt is made out of dragon hide, and while you wear it, any saving throw DC of your key gets an increase to the saving throw number that it has. So if your stunning strike has a DC 12, this is a +2 dragon hide belt.
So it
So
becomes
this
a
would be
+14.
+4. It'd be a
Plus-
14
yeah,
DC
14
to save
total,
against the
yeah.
That's
stun.
fucking huge.
That's crazy. That's huge. You can actually overcap
And
if you get high
in
enough.
addition, you can use an action to regain key points equal to a roll of your martial arts die, but you can only do that once a day.
That's huge.
That's
Bro,
huge.
that's a free short rest. That's huge. That's huge.
Well, you have to roll the martial arts die. You can roll
You
a
have to
1
roll
and
the
only
martial
get
arts
1
die.
key point back. But yeah.
Who
But still,
cares?
You get to save a short rest in theory with that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And there is only one item that is currently left inside. Someone was a monk bard double class, multi-class.
What was the item that was left behind?
We'll never know.
Left behind.
Never know.
That's just on the
Or
to-do
I can
Or
list.
tell you.
like
I
a
can tell you
tomorrow
right
kill the
now.
frog
I
and
can
go
tell
get
you
it.
right now. It was a Drell item.
Aw.
Because
Hell
everyone
yeah.
everyone got something out of this. I'm pretty
Nothing's
sure.
left
Everyone got 2 things
behind.
out of it. Well, I got 2 things out of it.
Ugh.
Speak for yourself, man.
Sorry. I hand the belt to Drell. I
Oh,
can't use it.
for real?
Yeah, and then I tell him what it is.
Yo! I put it on.
Jin's gonna stand up, dust his butt
You
off
need
from
to
the sand.
attune to it. I'm pretty sure.
What is it called?
Dragon
He's gonna go
hide.
around and give
it's
handshakes to
Dragon
everybody.
hide
Good
belt,
work.
and you're looking
Good
for the
work.
+2 one or the rare one.
Oh,
You're going for
the
rare dragon hide belt.
Yeah.
Dragon hide
Jin's going
belt.
around handshaking everybody. Firm handshakes. Good job.
Yeah, you go to
Good work.
handshake
Oh,
Aphelion, and he's
fuck yeah.
knocked the fuck out on the ground.
Way to be in there. Good shit. Everyone did their part.
Gets to the
He'll,
mushroom.
Val-
Goes around.
He'll
Gets
kiss
to
Sheila on the
Valxis, he's in
forehead.
Perfect condition.
You were fucking amazing.
However, Valxis, if you wield that lyre as your instrument of choice to cast spells with, you would lose +1 to all of your DCs
I
and
know.
spell attacks.
That's
Just making
what
sure.
what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, because you would be losing the
comparing the
flute of the
both of them.
branch from the branch boys from way back in the day.
Oh, the branch
Good shit in
boys.
there, Mary. I know that was traumatic. Way to fucking be. Fist bumps her. Good fucking work, everybody. That's a fucking job. That's a fucking job.
Sweet.
We got the fucking heads. We saved a fucking diamond. That's gonna come into play at some point later. Either we flip that off or someone dies.
Did
I
we-
mean, you all did grab quite a few gems and what looked
Gems,
like gold and silver, like cupware.
Got a new
Are
necklace.
you
It's
are
like
you
Jin
are you
holds
all
up with
saving
his
that for your
thumbs.
group, or do I get nothing out of helping you?
Oh, I thought you were a part of the group.
You think I'm traveling with you forever?
Sorry.
I was assigned to this mission with you.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna divvy up
sorry.
the loot. I thought that was happening.
Well, I mean, you sort of just took every single gem that you found and stuffed it in your fanny pack, and it's probably covered in gore.
Trell
Oh, yeah, he
takes
does
out the
that.
Trell takes out the stuff. Yeah, it's covered in gore.
Just give me one of the rubies, we'll be even.
Here.
Give her 2.
Oh,
Is
I
one of them a
turned to
gift
look
from
at
you,
Jin.
Jin?
No, I mean, yes, it is a gift from you. However,
Uh-huh.
I really do not think we would have been able to pull this off without Sheila, guys. There was some fucking moments where it got pretty fucking dicey, and
Spores
Dry-
start
dry-
sprinkling out around everyone.
I ain't gonna lie, Drell. There was a time where I was about to lose it, and you were looking real choppable for a second.
You guys hear in
Oh,
your
you're
Way
heads.
to be, everybody.
You guys
Starts
hear in your
high-fiving.
heads. So what am I to do now? It's
Oh,
really
shit.
bright out here.
Wait, why did you take this guy with us?
Everything
Who's
hurts a
gonna
little
get
bit.
eaten?
Okay, the mushroom's still there.
I couldn't.
And you see that
leave
he's just
him.
kind of like looking around.
You thought I was gonna leave?
Why does he have a knife?
Do you all exist in existential pain all the time?
No.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Hey,
It's the brightness hurts.
What is your
Oh.
name?
I am Stool.
Fucking A, I fucking knew it. God damn it. Why
Did
do you have a fucking
ask
knife?
why I have for protection? Why do you have swords?
I'll take my jacket off and like kind of.
Did you just pick up the
I
knife?
like that.
Shade.
Okay.
Are you just hovering it? You're just holding it there?
Yeah, just kind of like
Okay.
holding it over him. To see
He
if
looks
it
up and goes,
will help.
"The light's gone."
Wait, how tall
I
is
move it
Stool?
away.
Like
I-
4
4
feet
feet
tall.
tall.
Like he's like dwarf sized, but still considered
Oh,
a medium
I'm
creature.
literally like only inches above him.
He's Max.
He's a little dude. He's a little dude.
I hold it over and he says
Uh-huh.
that and then I move it away.
Ow.
Put it back.
Ah, it's gone.
Move it away.
Ow.
I put it back.
Ah, it's gone.
What are we gonna do with him?
Just leave it here.
No.
Wait, so
We-
we're taking this little guy with us now.
Yes, we have to.
Why do you all
Are you-
speak to me as if
why?
I'm not standing right here?
Yeah, just ask.
You
Why
want to
don't we
come with
ask him?
us?
Who's where? Why?
Yeah, why?
Do you want to stay here with that thing?
I
point to
don't
the
know.
frog.
Why am I here in the first place?
That's
Yeah,
a great
why is
question.
he?
How did you get here in the first place?
That's a good question, Joe. That's actually a
Hmm.
wonderful question.
Yeah, how did he get here in the first place?
I asked first.
I'm going to have to think about that for a bit.
The boat's on
He
the
just
way, right,
zones the fuck
Valxis?
out. He just zones the fuck out.
It take a while. I'm gonna take a nap.
And then he
boat's on
slowly,
the
you
way?
see he slowly sits down and crosses his little mushroom legs. Because he is a human, it looks humanoid. Like he's
Yeah.
a walking mushroom, like humanoid thing. And you see he just kind of lays the knife in the ground and just sits there.
So, where'd you get the knife?
I mean, like we're literally in a house full
From
of dead
the
adventurers.
ground on a body.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
I mean, you walk in that house, you trip over a knife. There were so many dead bodies.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit in there.
Did you trip over a knife?
No, it was a.
You're asleep. Shut up.
I woke up when he
Oh,
spoke in
okay.
my head.
Oh, okay.
When he started speaking,
I was like, you said you conked out.
I did, and then he fucking started doing mind shit, and he
Oh,
heard
okay.
it.
Okay. Got it.
So the boat is coming, right?
There's a boat.
Yeah.
We left a boat down there.
There's another boat up here. Okay.
More than one boat exists?
Yeah,
You're able to call
Whoa.
I know.
it. Wait, Grinch is coming
Just
back?
wait till you see what's in the sky.
What's
Oh,
the
no.
sky?
Oh,
It's the thing that's hurting you above.
oh, we
No,
have
that's
to
the
take
sun.
Stu
Sees
on
your
the
coat.
airship.
He
Oh,
sees your
here,
coat
I
and then
moved the coat.
ow.
See all that blue
The sky
area, empty
hurts.
space? Well, that's the
Yeah.
sun that hurts you.
It's so bright.
We have to
Mhm.
take
Yeah,
Stu
it's
on
the
airship.
sun.
It doesn't actually hurt. I just feel weak.
I do too.
Why am I here? Back to thinking. he just zones back into thinking. You can keep the coat away from him. He just said he feels weak. He's not actually like, ow.
What a fucking day, huh, guys? What a fucking day.
What is day?
Right now.
Right now.
Oh. I don't like day.
What time is it? As Jin looks up.
What is time?
It's
A
like
man-made
Right now.
construct. Don't
It's a
let anyone
construct.
ever tell you how to tell time, all right? Time is a man-made construct.
How could
all
I
right?
tell time
Time-
anything?
Has to exist for the universe to exist.
Don't
Who
listen to
is
him.
time?
He is with the
know-
conspiracy theorists, all right? Time is a man-made construct.
Stu,
Everything
This is true.
exists in
Stu?
4 dimensions. We have the 3 dimensions.
There's
that
more
we
than
know.
4 dimensions. You went into a second one just before.
No,
Yeah,
that's
but each realm is made up of 4 dimensions. One of those dimensions, as far as mobility goes, you can move up, down, left, right, forward, backwards.
tell
you
him.
can also
yeah.
A,
move
B, A, B
through
plus
time.
start. What?
What did you just say?
Who?
Oh my god.
What did who say?
You.
Time? You said I can't tell time anything. Whose time?
It's true.
Get me out of here.
Am I
Anyway,
supposed to
time
tell
is
time
nothing.
something?
No.
Hello, time. My name is Stool.
Well, yeah.
Stu, I have a quick question.
I have a possibly long answer.
Have you ever been above ground?
I didn't know there was an above to the ground.
Awesome.
Ground is all around. Except for now, there is sky.
True.
This
This
is
would
true.
be this
Well,
would be
but
above
you see,
ground.
the
since
sky
right
is
now.
made of something called a filament. So technically, we're still inside of something.
What?
What?
Sorry.
Holy shit.
How you doing, Kilo?
I'm just standing there exhausted. I don't run that much.
Breathing
Good
out of your
work
trunk
in
and out of
there,
your mouth.
Kilo.
Out of my
I mean,
mouth.
for not
Okay.
running that much, you're fucking fast. Jesus.
Yeah, you big motherfucker. You were
Oh.
moving.
Long legs.
Yeah, once I get that momentum going.
So it's the object in motion
don't
stays
stop.
in motion thing. He's got the 300 pounds that just catapult him forward.
Also, Kilo, look at that. Another set of hags under your belt.
Yeah,
Jin
it's
is like
alright.
through the roof.
Did you
that he
guys
finally got
do
to hunt
something to the other
monsters.
women?
Yes, we killed them.
Oh,
Did you know them well?
no. Did
Cool.
you?
Oh, not really.
Oh,
I mean, well, one of us did. I mean, that's,
oh,
that's pretty much it.
oh.
Stool, are you all right?
Yes. Well, besides that. But yes.
So, have you ever
It gets
met
better.
someone-
Trust me when it gets better. It's only like this for like, half of the day.
I've experienced this no parts of the day before. So, if
Yep.
anything, it is
He looks
infinitely
forward
worse.
to it.
Because now half of my day and Mr. Time make me weak. But it's okay.
Oh God. It's just
Where are we going?
Home.
We have to
Oh,
wait.
are we going back to home?
no. Well, we have a.
Our
Where-
home. We don't know
Oh,
where your home is.
down there.
Oh,
Somewhere.
Just
Where's my home?
down.
Where is your home?
Well, home. They do say home is where the heart is. So
I don't have a heart.
Oh god.
But you
I
said
put my hand on my
wait,
chest.
but-
I've seen a heart. The women took them out of bodies, used them
Alright.
Oh,
all right.
to do all
Okay, what
sorts of
else?
things.
What they do?
what else do they do?
Put them in big black metal bins.
All right.
There we
Then
go.
put
Where are
fire
those
on
metal
it.
bins?
Underneath
like this.
Okay.
And it's just like pointing to.
And then they
something
would
has, like, a
drink those metal
cauldron.
bins.
You point out Mary's cauldron, and he goes, "But bigger."
And they would drink out of it.
No. Sometimes things,
No.
creatures would come out of it,
Things would
What
come
kind
out.
of creatures?
like the ones that are attacking the frog.
You create. Wait, you make zombies that way?
What is a zombie?
I want to get off this island. I want to get off this island, dude. The longer he keeps talking, the more I'm like freaking out.
Am I technically a zombie?
Are you technically a zombie?
Dang, if you think about
I
it,
would
those
consider
kids that
you
they killed are
halfway in
zombies.
between.
They killed
Get me outta
kids?
here.
Yeah.
Well, they just took them. I didn't actually see the end of it.
You saw them get taken away in a cart,
Yeah.
like chained up a little bit by the Phoenix
Yeah.
and the Phoenix's people. You never saw them die.
Yeah.
Oh, Jin is just guessing that the kids died here.
Aphilion's confirming right now that they didn't die.
Oh, they're not dead? I just assumed the worst here.
I mean, in most
So-
cases I would, but I literally saw her dying thoughts.
Mm. Oh. Yeah, we
So
still have
your
to
name-
unpack that.
Your name is Stool,
My name is Stool.
and
It's-
that's your name.
That is true.
He's so.
He said it.
And you have a name?
Given to me by others. Does someone give you your name?
How? How does one give a name?
Oh my god.
You just
Well-
call it something.
Well, how is your name Stool?
Because it is. It has
How
always
do you
been
know?
Stool. Since I
Like-
was grown.
Hmm.
You're very shiny. Looks at Drell.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, I wasn't
What's it
always
to
like
ya?
this.
It is shiny, is what it is to me.
Yeah.
It's almost like, so he's got these like beady little eyes. He holds the eye contact for way too long. It's kind of uncomfortable. Like if you guys don't break eye contact first, it doesn't break.
Okay.
I got lost on my way.
Oh.
There were others
On your way?
on my way. So I climbed. And then was there.
How long have you been doing this? Do you know?
Doing what?
I knew that's what he was gonna say.
Climbing.
God
Moving
damn
around.
it!
Moving
gotta
around
be-
my entire life.
You gotta be.
I have
so
always
specific.
been able to move, though I used to be very small.
Do you have to be so specific?
Specific about what?
Oh.
Are you
No,
okay?
have
Do
you
you need
interacted with other
aid? I can
with
give
other
you
mushroom
aid.
folk before?
Yes, there are many of my kind. A whole city.
Drell, have you seen any of these before?
No.
You seem not
No.
okay. Do
So
you need help?
You're,
Shiny
you're,
one. I'm a what?
a mushroom that has sprouted from the ground.
A myconid. There were
Um,
mushrooms in that room, but they were not me, and I not they.
So
I
at
am
what
me.
point
I am
do
stool.
you like detach from the ground and
I never was permanently attached to the ground.
but
Are
well,
you
how do
attached to the ground?
I was at one point.
Oh.
Well,
That's
Stool,
weird.
Before I could
When-
move or walk or even speak, I was just on the ground.
Attached? Growing?
Well, there were vines and things holding me down.
So you're a myconid?
I don't think so.
Oh. Okay.
Well, Stool,
Okay.
when the second boat comes, would you like
Are there
to come
only
with us?
two?
There's a lot of boats, but the second one
many?
I don't know. A lot.
Oh.
Would you like to come with us?
Where are we going? Home, you said. Whose home?
Back
He
to-
said not his home.
Back to this one's home, and I point to Valx's.
Okay.
Okay. Just hold eye contact.
He like gets up from his like little meditation like crisscross that he was doing and walks over to Mary. Mary, what are you doing right now?
She is chilling in the sand, like she is resting.
He walks over
He's
and just
pretty
kind of
sad.
looks at you for an almost uncomfortable, like an uncomfortable amount of time.
She stares back.
Are you one of them?
No.
Okay. And just turns and walks away.
How long is gonna take for Grinch to get here?
He has no idea.
Probably
We start-
So,
we just set
are we
up
all
camp?
on shrooms right now that a mushroom is talking, or is this
No, he's talking.
okay? So we're not on drugs.
on
I've
Zoom.
been on drugs.
We might be. We might.
This
be.
entire time?
No, not this entire
isn't-
time before.
No, he's talking. No. This
Okay,
is...
good. Drell, you seem exasperated. You good?
Yeah, there was a lot, man. I just want to get off this island.
I mean, if you can't handle this, you couldn't handle the real missions the Empress gives out.
Worse?
This is nothing!
What?
We didn't even kill all 3 hags. She's probably going to be upset. But, like I said, you're not getting that other hag back.
Yeah, if it's in its.
But the frog could be a nice trophy. Though I don't know how you're going to get it back all the way to the Empress.
I just want to kill it more for like just
Pride.
because it's here. You know what I mean? It's like we're killing.
Well, I mean, eventually it's going to find its way back home. Did you guys entice it to come follow you?
Oh no.
Did it see you?
Yes. I have the bruises.
Right, but I'm saying it followed you through the portal. I'm assuming if the hag doesn't want to come back, which I would assume after you murdered its coven, not cousins.
Probably
Well, I
just
guess
gonna
same
stay
cousins, coven. Well, she probably
all
would
hags
close,
cousins?
but she'd probably close the portal. I mean, I'm assuming this island is going to be taken back by the people of Cathol after we leave, assuming the threat that we've been sent here to eradicate has been eradicated.
Fucking dead things.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't even try to
That's
fight
a lot
those.
easier than hags.
Yeah.
Also, didn't the mushroom just say they were birthed from a pot?
Do we have? I mean, yeah.
I mean, I can go find out how easy they are to kill. I could just fly above one and fire an arrow and see if it dies. Again.
If the frog sees you.
And I'll fly higher?
What if it
I
can
would-
jump?
I don't think we need to risk it.
Do you think the frog can
Should we-
fly?
It could jump really high.
How high?
I know it's a
Hold
frog.
on.
This is high.
Hold on, Jin, didn't you
Probably
say
this high.
Jin, didn't you say you knew everything about these things? Can they jump really high? Jin's fallen asleep. I'll ask him later.
we get a fire going? Just set up like a mini campsite? I mean, or do we just wait here for Grinch to...
Well, Grinch is probably gonna pick us up at
Did anyone bring food?
I always have
rations.
food. Drell pulls out some rations.
Where did you get those, Drow?
I always have rations.
Where did you get those?
Where do you think?
Oh, God.
They're
Why
covered
being
in blood.
Well, obviously from the fanny pack. The question is where you got them in the first place.
Oh, like when we were at the last town to get food.
We didn't
was-
stay that long in Kittle. We, like, went through and got Grinch and then headed here.
Well, listen, I always have rations.
I can just make food.
Okay. Well, while you guys are arguing about your food and you're preparing a fire and getting ready to make camp for the night? Question mark. It's sort of like 3 or 4 p.m. at this point because you guys
Fucking
slept
waiting
and then
for
made your way
Grinch.
out here. You are waiting for Grinch. You don't know how long it's going to take him to get there, or whether he's coming today or tomorrow. You did say ASAP, but you don't know how he took
Oh,
that. He might be preparing the
no.
city. He might not be preparing the city. All that will be figured out next session.
Oh my
Hog.
god.
Yeah,
Great.
We did it, guys.
which we can hopefully have next week and not have any, you know.
Mission success.
Hey, as long as we killed the hags and I got to loot like my 40 dead corpses or whatever.
It's fine. You just missed the other
You
drill
know-
item. That's it.
Yeah, no big deal, bro. No big deal.
Yeah.
For next
It
week.
just would have increased your AC by 2, but that's...
Nah, I'll get all my cursed stuff off of me one day.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, you would have tried to get that ring off and then had this thing which increased your AC by 2, but...
It's
I mean, this was planned before you got the ring. The ring was an accident.
Nah, it's alright. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll get them next time.
Maybe. Because you do have 2 cursed objects on you because you can't help but put things on. That is the truth. You literally can't help but pick things up and put them on.
One of them I paid for.
Next week, Corey, I will be out of the States. Sorry to kind of like give you only a week's time, but
No,
it's
it's
been
fine.
kind of like back and forth.
The real big for this like quote unquote arc, I just needed to make sure that Cass was here, just to make sure things were gonna go, because I can go without a person. If two of you are gonna miss next week, then we would push the session. But
Nah, I don't think so.
I have a question.
yeah, I have an answer.
Do we level up?
Oh, that's a
You
great
haven't
question.
taken a
Do
long
we
rest
level
yet.
up? Oh my god! But
You're
we're
not off
trying
the
to.
island.
We're trying to
You're
long
not off
rest.
the island.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I totally planned a full level up as soon as you guys were off the island and heading back to
Yes.
safety. But you're not off the island. If you guys had gone
We're
through a
not
whole
off-
fight with the hag, if you guys
We're
had
not
fought
off
all
the
the zombies,
reservation
you're
yet.
not off the
We
island.
Bro.
Because if one of you dies now, you're
Crazy.
dying at level 6.
That's so true. That's so true.
So whenever you guys get off the island and have a proper long rest off the island is when you guys will level up.
Yay.
But for now, until next session, I'm not even going to say next week just in case, but until next session, chat, we appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. And I forgot to use fucking the... I forgot to use this!
What?
Use what?
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 That would have been so
Oh,
sick.
no.
Look at the stream. Everyone look at the stream real quick. I forgot to use this. That professor
my
made.
eyes, they're perceiving.
Oh,
They're
the
perceiving my
cool
eyes.
thing.
Oh,
Dude, you didn't do
Forgot
the
to use that at the
cool
beginning.
thing.
So now I've used it twice at the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
Made up for it. It's fine.
Yeah. We'll see you guys again next week. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Great
Bye.
session. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
There we go.
Corey looks over at Discord. He doesn't even like